Hey, Timothy, thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you very much for
Appreciate it.
having me. And by the way, right off the bat, I want to tell you, I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, thank you.
I was in Budapest, Hungary, actually outside. But anyway, you're on all the time.
Well, we get shown on NBC Europe now, which shows it all over the place. I mean, it's like all over Europe. My dad was in Russia once, and he said he saw it there. They showed it where? Outside Budapest?
Yeah, we were like in this we were in this place called Balatonfüred. This awful, lovely place. And
Yeah, you're gonna get letters now that we're there.
That's
How
right.
dare you say that?
We were staying at the Hotel Füred, which it might as well just be called the Get My Agent on the Phone, because this is bull hotel. But just kidding.
Maybe we're on cable.
Lovely movie.
We're on cable probably over there, right?
Oh! I haven't seen you in this country.
Yeah.
They don't believe anything out there.
We're on the network.
You're fantastic. I'm sorry, I won't.
Clean up your language, kid, or I'll slap you around.
She was,
you know
but
what's...
anyway, it was just great. It was because
Well,
the
were you watching it just because it was the only thing that was in English?
Well, here's the problem with some of these places is that like you're completely surrounded by foreigners, and nobody really speaks the language.
That's a big problem in foreign countries. Yeah.
It just. So yeah, it was very nice to come home and have you know.
I like when people come. I've had this happen to me many times. People have said to me, like on the street or something, they say, "Yeah, I was just in Europe, and you know, no one spoke English, and I had to watch your show." And you're like, "Thanks."
It's nobody. I'll tell you what they do though. Like I swear to God, the moment I got off the plane, I'm greeted by this big Hungarian guy, and he doesn't speak a lick of English. And you're all groggy because of time change. Because like.
Sure, time change.
You're all. Well, like here, it's like say like this airs somewhere around about 1:30 now, or somewhere close to that, and like there it would be like 1974.
They actually go back in time there to show our program.
The guy, like, you get off and the guy doesn't speak any English, and he's just like no English, no English. Every now and then he says November, you know, and I don't know why, because it's like November.
That was the one word he knew?
November.
So he just said it over and over again?
It's just November all day, and then he would get in
Was
the
it
car.
even November when you were there?
Yeah, no.
Well, then that's sad.
And then he gets in the car, and I swear to God, he puts on the tape. He's a big Hungarian guy driving a Mercedes like 120 kilometers an hour. He knew every single lyric to every single song of Wham's first album. I'm not kidding you.
I mean,
he knew the Careless Whisper. He knew the Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Now, you're kind of the new face. That's what they're saying. He's the new face in Scream 2. Now, how does that feel? I mean, is that intimidating?
That just means I'm the only face that nobody knows. That's how they just say that.
But it's a big hit movie. It's good for you to be in there.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not. That doesn't make the holidays like they haven't been bad.
Right.
I mean, it's not, you know.
But people.
All I Want for Christmas is a $100 million movie.
And you get what, like 20% of that, 25%?
It's actually much less than you think. It's like closer to. Jerry O'Connell was on here. I think we said 10. I assume that's what I got.
You're being paid like $200 for this movie. Was it, but what is it like? I mean, everyone else, or not everyone else, but a lot of the other people in the movie are established in some way. You're the new guy.
It was like, honestly, the first day you show up, everybody there you recognize. It's like the who's who of actors, and then who? And that's me. I'm the who.
You've got a good attitude about it.
You know, it's just not such a bad thing being in show business, you know?
Really? That's what you found?
Has it been hard on you?
Oh, yeah, we have a hell of a time. No, this isn't really show business. What is it we do here, Andy, anyway?
Helpful hints.
That's kind of the extent of this show now.
Right, yeah.
Well, Scream 2, like I have to mention it, it's in theaters now. It's made, I looked it up this morning, it's made over $900 gillion.
That's right, and costs just a fraction of that.
Yeah, which is exciting. So, Timothy Olyphant, best of luck with you.
Thank you
Continued
very
success.
much.
Come on back
really
when you have your
appreciate
next film. We'll take a break, folks. We'll be right back. You have super fans, and they love you, they're obsessed with you, and there's a website where they put your head on other celebrities' bodies. It's become quite popular. I thought we'd take
We have meetings at bus stops.
Yeah, I can imagine, where you talk about your poster. Here they have you, these are all real, they've made them, not us. This is you as Han Solo, which I thought was quite good. Here you are as Elvis, that they put this up. And then I thought this was great. This next one is Oprah. And I think they've done you have creative fans.
I encourage you to follow that. I mean, that seems like I get that on a daily. I could look at those all day.
Made putting those pictures up a regular part of our show?
No, he just means in our private time, look at photos of him.
All right.
You should give everyone in the audience like a calendar with those things. Those were fantastic. Weren't those great?
Wouldn't you pay?
I'm sorry. That's not going to happen, by the way.
Wouldn't you pay they'd pay top dollar for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's really one of the great compliments I think I've ever received, that putting my face on the Oprah.
You live a blessed life. Which kid wants to be in show business?
Is the youngest. It's a cliche, you know. She wants to be like her dad.
Yeah.
You know? We discovered it. My wife, it was right around the Emmys. I was nominated.
Yes.
I didn't get the Golden Globe. I didn't.
No, those are...
It's all right. So it's good to put it in perspective. Here's the deal with the Golden Globes. It's like 75, 80 foreign journalists make up the Hollywood Foreign Press.
Yeah.
I've slept with 3 of them. So when I didn't get the nomination, the real question that puzzled me was it not enough, or was it too many? Anyway,
I'm going to go with not enough. I think sleeping with 3 out of 80, not enough.
I'd like to think so. I don't know. We're not on speaking terms.
No.
But anyway, my wife's getting dressed and putting on her makeup, and the youngest is in the mirror practicing her Emmy acceptance speech. Honestly, just she's got makeup on.
How old are we talking here?
8.
She's 8 years old, and she's doing an Emmy acceptance speech in the mirror.
Listen, I know I'm an amazing actress, but please don't give it to me. Give it to my father. He's worked so hard.
Give my father the Best Actress Emmy.
You know what they say? There are no actors, only actresses. I gotta be honest, it's better than the speech I had planned, so I was impressed.
Really? Did you have a speech planned? I know you.
I did, yeah. I thought it would be good to be prepared.
Yeah.
And look, Kyle Chandler won the Emmy. It was lovely. I was very happy for him. I feel like he deprived some people of a good speech.
You think you had the better Emmy speech?
A little insight. My opening line. This was my wife's idea, actually. I was going to look at it's a trophy of some kind, and then look out at my wife of 20 years and say, "Well, honey, this is it. I'm finally leaving you."
That would have killed.
That's just the opening.
Great.
And then it goes from there.
From there.
I mean, I had 5. I don't know. I know they play music, but I had 5 minutes.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Pardo here for Team Coco. I am in Timothy Elephant's, that's not right, Elephant.
Olyphant.
Elephant?
Olyphant.
Elephant. Dressing room.
Yes.
Dressing room.
Room.
You pronounce it, not room.
Room.
Room. He is the star of the hit FX show Justified. Of course, remember him from Deadwood, 2 of maybe the greatest shows in the history of television. Timothy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for your help on the name and more importantly about what this room is called.
Olyphant's dressing room.
And what are you doing here? You dress?
We dress and we room.
You did Deadwood for,
3 years.
3 years, 36
3
episodes.
seasons.
And it ended, kind of just ended.
It just ended.
Is there thought of that coming back in any way? Movie form?
No.
Comic strip?
No. Ooh, you know what?
Right.
That hasn't been discussed until now.
You and I bring this into the table?
I don't think you'll be there.
I'm not included in my own idea?
Was it your idea, or was it just a question which I took and ran with it? Because the brilliance really is to grab them.
It was one of my ideas. You can't just steal this.
Nevertheless, you won't be there.
Okay, bottom line, I'm out of this thing.
Yes.
All right, so this Raylan Givens, you're a marshal, U.S. Marshal. You shoot guns. On Deadwood, you shoot guns. Have you done
Yeah.
any roles where you don't shoot guns?
I was gonna say I played a dancer once, but I haven't.
I think you'd be a terrific dancer.
Thanks.
All right, here's the deal. I went out to a local department store today, and I purchased 2 Nerf guns.
I want the blue one.
Okay, blue is you. I'll go with the alien green. I want you to show me how to look cool shooting a gun. Let's aim at this door. Wait, don't aim at me. Come on!
that doesn't-
Oh.
Ow! See that?
I literally
Is
am
that the
scared to
worst?
death of
Not
this.
the worst. Come
What?
on, let's do this.
What are we doing?
Close your eyes.
No!
It's gonna be a tough guy test. You want to be cool, right? It's gonna be you not flinching, getting shot right in the forehead.
You have good aim?
From here. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. No. What are you doing?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, but you've got to wait and be cool. So we're just like this,
Yeah.
and you're looking at me like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you
And
do
I
it.
just say, hey, you. Oh! That was good.
Oh!
You were cool.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Bring it on.
Wait, that's going to hit me in the face.
No, yeah, it's gonna up top.
You feel pretty good,
Right?
right?
All of a sudden the tables are turned, huh? Ready?
I'm waiting.
Bring it on.
I mean, look, how long is this? It didn't mess up my hair, did it?
No, you look gorgeous.
Okay, good.
He's the very handsome and talented to be the Olyphant.
Wow. After I lost the Emmy, my people, we all got together and they said, Tim, you got to get back out there. You know, you got to turn this around.
Well, a lot of people said you were going to win the Emmy this year. You didn't get a nomination this year.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't remember you being there.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't. I almost went anyway.
Right.
But I wasn't nominated. Were you nominated?
Well,
Just settle down then, huh? Okay? It hurts. By the way, your not lack of a nomination, that was pre-Food-Faced Lawyer. So,
Food-Faced Lawyer will turn it around.
We're turning around, too.
Oh,
Turn
yeah,
around.
absolutely.
But
We'll probably
listen-
get an Oscar for that.
yeah, look, it's tough, these Emmy nominations. I don't know if you read, like I do, you know, the blogs and the analysts, the experts.
I don't read a lot of that stuff.
I read them obsessively. Not on everything, just the big stuff. You know, the Emmys, the Oscars, The Voice. You know, the things that... And I think the feeling for... this is, I think you're going to find this interesting. Pre-nomination, the feeling was amongst the experts that Olyphant would probably not be nominated. But if he was, most likely would win.
And so that didn't work out.
Right, and so, yeah, that didn't work.
What do you think was the problem? Do you think there was maybe something? Did you throw a curveball?
It's a good question. You ask these things.
Yes.
Because
Did you throw-
sometimes it's clear, sometimes people... Kelsey Grammer, he's a Republican. He's not going to get the nomination, right? That was clear. It was a little thing I read somewhere. I thought it was interesting. But me, I wasn't... A lot of people thought it was the accent.
The accent. Now, as I said, I'm a big fan of your show. It takes place in Kentucky.
My character's from Kentucky.
Yep.
I don't know if you picked up on this. The third season, I went for a little less Kentucky, a little more Virginia. Just to mix it up. Just to mix it up.
You changed your character's accent?
I figured you know, television, you want to keep it fresh. You know, for me, for the people, I thought audiences and critics would love it. You know, a little magic, a little unexplainable magic.
Right, but doesn't that make people
But it
think...
might have hurt. It might have hurt.
Clearly, it's strange when a character is supposed to be from Kentucky and suddenly they're talking from Jamaica, you know, what are you, Jamaica next year?
Now, Jamaica could have got it done.
Yeah.
Season 4.
Season 4, you're going to be from Jamaica?
Season 4. I'll be in the writer's room tomorrow with that idea.
Okay. What else are you planning? Are you planning on doing something a little more drastic?
You got to go for it, you
Yeah.
know, I feel. And obviously, the subtle stuff I've been working on, it's not enough.
Not doing it.
I mean, people do love the show.
Yeah.
Something. As if your compliments weren't enough.
Yeah.
I just needed a little
Yeah.
more.
Well, also, people do
I came from the-
clap on cue.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know you boys are going to break this toy. Please be careful.
So what are you working on? You're going to try something really bold.
I just came from the writer's room. We're always looking for something. And I was thinking, and this is not yet happening, so we'll just feel it out amongst you and your people.
We'll test it right here.
I was thinking, and you weigh in too.
All right, I will.
You're right here.
I am, literally.
What if my character, Raylan, U.S. Marshal, this year, opening episode, gun shootout, not shot and killed, because that's not, but just the bullet grazes his upper lip. And then there's a lisp that begins.
You want Raylan, who, for my money, is one of the coolest guys on television, U.S. Marshal from Kentucky/Jamaica. You want him to suddenly start talking in a lisp?
It's just an idea.
Can you give us what kind of lisp would you go for?
Well, it's got to be something that's like.
On a successful TV show, what do you watch?
Oh, and I'm glad you brought this up, because this is really why I'm here. Have you seen...
On this show aside.
Yeah, there's other shows. My show's doing very well. Your show's doing great.
Yeah.
There are other shows out there that I feel just need that extra little... It's right there for the taking. Have you seen America's Psychic Challenge?
No.
That is a great... Have you seen this?
I have
Have
not.
you guys, and be honest, have you seen America's Psychic Challenge? No.
That's good, because that's why I'm here.
What channel
I
is
have
it?
a feeling you're gonna. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go home and you're gonna look for it. You're gonna find it, because I found it this summer. And
What
I'm
channel
telling
is
you,
it on?
I'm not sure. I can't do everything. You know what I mean? I can't do everything.
Sure.
But they'll find it. They'll find it. That's the greatest show. Honestly, it's a bunch of psychics. The contestants are psychics.
Do you believe in psychics?
No. But here's the good news. It does not get in the way of enjoying the show. The entertainment is very, very strong. Here's the thing. I watched this show and I looked it up. I was like, how do you figure this out? They're all talking the same gibberish. It's very simple, as I understand it. You just start with something. I could teach you to be a psychic. Tomorrow, you could be out there making a little extra cash on the side. People be like, Conan's unbelievable.
So what's the trick?
You got to start with look, I've always had this feeling about you. You're very, very generous. You're very generous. I feel that way. But there's some people, perhaps some people, where you hold back a little bit, right? You're a little bit more protective. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure, yeah.
You talk about, there's something I'm getting. By the way, it helps if you do something like this. He's like, I'm getting something like this, something that's electronic, something that you have, that you own, it's an electronic, it needs a battery, but it's broken, but you haven't thrown it out. Is this something that makes sense? There's a good chance.
Something everybody goes, yes! Yes!
Fantastic.
I have one of those.
Fantastic. Yeah, see, so you know where I'm getting this?
You're a genius.
From a guy, I feel like his name is like Mark, or there's a Mark, and if it's someone you don't know, it's someone you're gonna know. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then don't get caught up in if you miss things, because people are gonna remember the things
that you
got.
get.
Yeah, that's the thing you do. You just, we could go on the road with this. You've been wanting to go on the road.
Let's do it.
You've been talking about it.
I've been talking about going on the road with you as a psychic for a long time. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Tell us, Timothy, first question, how's your day going so far?
None
everything
of
good?
your goddamn business. I'm joking. You just meant sometimes.
That never happens in an interview, and I loved it. That should happen more often. So, how are you? Not here, all business. I just made you an old prospector.
We could do a show together.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'll come up with an old prospector voice in a minute.
You darn fool!
Oh, wow.
No. I want to do a show with you someday where I'm an old prospector and you're a cool lawman, you know?
That's a no-brainer.
Meaning a no-brainer, no one should ever do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to help you solve this crime, I am.
Yeah. And then I just say, right now you're here, and I need you here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The day's going great. Thank you for asking.
Good.
You know, it's a lovely Martin Luther King Day. The kids are out and enjoying it. They have you know what's nice about the kids now? They're a little older and they really have a sense of what it is and
Like what the day means, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't always the case. When my daughter was 5, they say this is common with a 5-year-old. They'll take all the information in and then they kind of mess around with it and come up with their own truth. All I know is I picked her up from school. She's in the back seat singing "I Went to the Mountaintop."
Right.
Went to the mountaintop, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
You know it. The band knows it.
Yeah. But clearly they had been talking about it in school and telling them it's
Yes,
an
and it was
important
lovely.
day.
So I say, so what are we learning? What can you tell me about Dr. King? And she said, well, he was a man who got on a bus, and this woman wouldn't get out of her seat. So he shot her.
Poor, I tell you, like, a 5-year-old, I can see a 5-year-old taking all the different information and then just coming up
She
with
was
that.
fully committed to it.
Yeah.
Because I started to object. I said, I don't think. She says, no, that's what they said.
And that's why we have off school.
It all makes perfect sense.
Yeah, sure.
Well, now you have a teenage daughter now.
Yes.
I mean, my kids are still very young, so I have not.
Yeah,
I can't.
no.
I've heard horror stories about having a teenage daughter.
I've said this on many occasions that I would not wish a 13-year-old daughter on my worst enemy.
Right.
But that being said, you know, she's actually a pretty cool kid. She's very, you know, she seems to be kind of grounded, almost too grounded, perhaps.
Really?
Yeah,
Too savvy, too cool?
You know, well, I'm too savvy, too cool. No.
And I'm a prospector.
This is a TV show.
So right there. It just needs a little tweak, but it's right there.
If we could just lose the prospector. Take out the Conan, more Timothy, and we've got a show. No, so you said your daughter is...
You know, my wife and I drink wine as often as possible, actually. But we were having a glass of wine the other day, and
How old's your daughter?
13.
Okay.
And she inquired, as kids do, like, what's it taste like? And I said, you know, take a sip, you know. And she says, Dad, my brain is not fully developed. It's like, what are you talking about? She's like, the human brain is not fully developed until, and then she said, I don't even remember what it was, but
Right.
it's something in the late teens, early 20s. And she's like, if you drink alcohol when your brain is not fully developed, it does a lot of damage. And she continued to talk about it with such understanding and maturity and grace that what was sad was all I could think of was, honey, you really need a drink. I honestly was like, you know what, actually, you don't want this. I'm gonna go get you some scotch. Give me a second.
Are your kids into video games? Because
Oh.
that's something that mine are just starting to get into, and it's like an obsession.
Yeah. My son can't get enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if we, you know, we do, you know, we try to keep it to him, you know, all things in moderation, except the wine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's a no. No, but but he was begging for, the thing where it gets tricky is I did a voice in a video game. Like one of those shooter.
Which one?
I'm not clear, but it was.
Your work means so much to
I
you.
yelled a lot. It was like the World War, whatever, Call of Duty, one of those deals.
Yeah.
And my son was like, really wanted the game. And we broke down, we said, you know, and what's curious about the whole thing is you get asked a lot in my line of work about the violence in the video game and should the kids be playing it. And it's very difficult for me to answer that when my son is at home playing a violent shooter game and I'm in the game encouraging him to shoot people.
It's your voice
He's
yelling.
like, Dad, it's awesome. You and I yesterday, you were like, you know what I mean? I'm in there going, 2 o'clock, fire, 12 o'clock, good shot, kid. And then I come in, I'm like, turn the thing off, let's go, it's time to read a book. And he's like, you were just telling me to kill people. Well, killing time's over, so now it's time to read.
Let's talk
Very
about
confusing.
When you first came on the show, I hadn't seen Justified, and after the show, Andy Richter said, you got it, and this Andy Richter, not the other Andy Richter, he said, you got to watch that show. I started watching, I got hooked. It is an absolutely fantastic show, and I'm just curious, season 4 coming up, what can people expect?
First of all, thank you very much. And thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you. First of all, it's a great, I appreciate that, and it's a great season. Wow, we're just, it's an impressive season. What can I tell you? I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil anything.
No, the spoiler, the writers, they work so hard, and they're so talented. Like your writers, they work hard. You don't want to ruin it for anyone.
I don't know.
But I'll give you a little something. It's okay.
You should have seen some of the stuff we cut today. America, you didn't get to meet Zippy Smiles.
Really?
The band saw Zippy Smiles, and that's all I have to say. Conan chopped it. Any hoots, back to the show.
Ashley at Dijon, that made the cut.
Ashley sailed right in at my behest. Thanks, pal.
I just want to make sure we're clear.
You're a dick. And I mean that in the nicest way.
Oh, no, that's how I took it.
Yeah. So, season
you
4.
said that in your prospector voice.
Yeah, I tell you, you're a dick, I tell you.
Yeah.
This is a show.
We're so
Someone
close.
give us a call,
It's about to
please.
happen. I mean, it's happening.
It's happening.
Wow. I don't know what you're going to do.
Oh,
but
I know what he's going to do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're going to be the grandmother.
Oh,
I'm
she's
the
in...
wise old lady that answers the phone. Hello. They're out on a call.
We're not on a call.
No.
We're solving crime.
They're solving a crime. Leave me
Yes.
alone.
You've got cucumbers on your eyes.
Yeah. Just remember, you were here when it happened.
You were here when it happened.
Congratulations.
So season 4, anything?
Yes.
I don't want you to spoil.
I have something.
Don't
I have
spoil
something.
anything.
I don't
but
want to
give us-
spoil anything. You know, the season, the basic gist of the season, there's this big case. It's a big deal. My ex-wife, who's pregnant with my child.
That's a big
That's a
storyline.
big thing that hangs over the But I'll tell you a little something. Tomorrow night's episode, the scene where my ex-wife is shot and killed. Watch in the background. There's a hot dog truck. Now, I don't want to say, but just that is going to pay off. I don't want to give too much.
You just said your ex-wife in tomorrow's episode gets killed.
I'm sorry?
Yes, that's what you just said.
Where did you...
You said that.
Why?
You said that. You just said your ex-wife.
You did.
You gave that away. It doesn't even air. It airs tomorrow. You said your ex-wife gets killed. Well, that just made what I said a few minutes ago less harsh.
You know what? It's still a good show. You're going to enjoy it.
There's a rumor that's been going on the internet that you're going to be, that you could be, or already have been told that you would be the next James Bond. Now, that's a crazy rumor. It was going all over the place.
Don't get excited.
Yeah.
First of all, this is like an internet thing.
Yeah, it was an internet thing.
Here's the deal with the internet. You got to take these things with a grain of salt. I mean, I had a guy come up to me the other day and said, according to the internet, yeah, I'm 45. That can't be true.
There's no way you're 45.
No.
No.
I'll give you a better example. Like a year ago,
Please, yes.
like the way... About a year ago, I showed up to work, and the hair and makeup people were like, "Congratulations!" And I said, "What happened?" They said, "You're the Lone Ranger." And I said, "What are you talking about?"
There was a rumor that you were going to be the Lone Ranger.
They said it's all over the internet. It's like, ain'titsupercool.com and welovetelevision.com. It's right there, Olyphant, Lone Ranger. And I was like, this is fantastic. This is the Lone Ranger. They were like, Tim, we need you on the set. And I was like, you. Lone Ranger. Tell the crew to take a half an hour, okay, Kimasabi? A lone f***ing ranger. I don't know if you saw the movie.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet.
I wasn't in it. No, so,
Come on!
Hey. I would have taken it. I would happily taken it. But I'll tell you, that being said, I feel like this one might be true.
You think you could
James Bond.
Well, tell me what your James Bond would be like. You got to put your spin on it. Let's say you
Well,
got
I think
James
that's
Bond.
important. Everybody brings a little something to it. First of all, I'm not sure the accent is necessary.
Why not?
He's British. He's
But maybe-
007. He's
you gotta-
Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Got to keep it fresh.
Okay.
Maybe he was born there, but then his parents split, and he spent most of his years in like Seattle. Now he's back.
I like this idea.
Fighting for
So
the
your
queen.
Bond maybe speaks to it's kind of American.
I mean, I could do an accent if it was necessary. I mean, I don't want to
Yeah.
lose the job right here. I mean,
So could I.
what's the matter with Ringo? But I'll tell you something else.
You just lost the job. You so aren't getting this job now.
This is not an audition.
Yeah, trust me, this is now your audition reel.
just throwing
What do
some
you think of
ideas out.
Olyphant? Oh, we saw him on Conan. Check this out. What's the matter with Ringo?
I think the key, though, is he's got to be a little more chill, a little more like, he just needs to take it, like, I think he should smoke weed.
James Bond should smoke weed.
The last guy drank, like, Heinekens.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be, like, martinis and a bow tie, and now he's drinking beers, and I think the natural progression is,
Sure.
Bond. James Bond.
I would watch that. You got it. I'm a creep, and I'm preparing for this segment. I did a little research. I
don't
went
have to tell
online.
me.
Yeah, as I do, and I found a picture of you from your college days. And yeah, and this is most of us are embarrassed. I don't think you should be embarrassed. Look at that. You're a very, very good-looking fellow in that
Wow.
photo.
You kind of look like a lesbian.
Yeah.
Wow. Really? Really?
Oh, whoo.
Take it easy. Don't pull a muscle. It's first day back, Conan.
I'm just gonna let that laugh wash over me.
Yeah.
Refreshing. No,
Don't hurt yourself. First day back. Take it easy.
you seem like a nice fellow in that picture. Tell us about
I
yourself in
swear to
college.
God,
Tell
I'll
us-
at least kick one person's ass. You guys keep this up. I could get one of you. No,
Tough crowd. I've seen them. They're
I
built.
don't know. My wife married that guy. That's all I know. That's impressive, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it all worked out for you. What were you like in college? What kind of were you a jock?
Because
Were you-
I got to be honest with you, I've been out with you and your wife. My wife and I, we've been out with you guys.
many times actually.
And I'll tell you why so many times. We're still trying to figure it out. Like, what? I mean, you're a good guy, but I mean, she's pretty. She's tall and beautiful.
I got
She's
really
bright.
Yeah, I know.
And every night we end, we're like, why? Why? She drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
What have you got?
I just say whenever my wife comes and visits the show and she leaves, people just are like, she's so pretty.
Right?
And then they linger too long and look at me.
I don't know.
You're not the only one to have
yeah,
that reaction.
I don't know. Maybe he's funny at home.
What a dick.
Every time I come on
It's a
here.
tradition. I have every interview. I have to call you a dick. It's just what we, it's what we do. It's our tradition.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, dick.
Hey, I don't care. One more day. Woo. Could care less.
Yeah. What were you like? Were you a jock?
yeah, well,
Because you were
I
a swimmer,
I
weren't
swam for you. That was a USC sweatshirt. I think that was the swim team photo there that you were looking at.
you? Right.
Sorry, I cut it. There it is. Yeah, that's a USC. And I swam. I was an art student.
Oh, you were artsy and a jock. That's cool.
See? But why you? She, and you? I don't get it. But I'm the artsy jock.
I'm an incredible...
That's my thing.
I'm a sexual athlete.
Yeah, you know...
Hey. No.
I'm sorry.
This is all an act, the whole, ooh, I'm Conan, ooh, I'm scared of girls.
When the lights come down, this thing comes off. A shabba-dang, shabba-doo. That made no sense. What is shabba-dang, shabba-doo? Huh? Because that's what I do.
You're obviously someone who really understands sex.
Yeah.
Shabba-dang, shabba-doo.
That's what I think sex is.
Yeah.
Shabba-dang, shabba-doo. That's going to take off this year. Sell T-shirts. Make yourself $1 million.
Yeah, it's about time. Now,
All right, we're trying to get somewhere.
No, but I admire you very much. I love your work. I'm up here, pal.
I'm paying attention.
I love your... Right here. What are you looking at, huh? Up here.
Shabba-dang. Shabba-doo, O'Brien. Huh?
I am a big fan. Anyone who's not watching Justified's a fool. I do love that show so much.
Thank you. It is a great show. I'll tell you something. I'm an actor, so, you know, so I'm like, you know, I'm a little neurotic. It's all about me, and I complain a lot. But I also listen. Not so much at home, but like out on the street. And I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
What I hear on the street is nothing but great show. Best show on TV. Hey, you're the guy on Justified, right? I love that show. 9 times out of 10.
You realize that's me putting on mustaches and coming around.
Lovely show!
It's exhausting keeping your ego up.
Arr, I love the show Justified.
Have you noticed they're all 6'4" with orange hair? Happy New Year.
Hey, right back at you.
I like that. Any New Year's... Do you make New Year's resolutions? Not everybody does.
I give it a shot.
You do?
Around early December, I start putting a list together. You know, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna floss every day.
Those are pretty... So you set the bar low, is what you're saying.
and then the list,
I will get dressed before I go outside.
take the kids to school.
We'll
On
use
time.
indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
And the list grows and grows, and then by the end of the month, I narrow it down to 2. I'm gonna drink more and care less.
Nice. Because that's one you can stick to.
And by the way, so far so good.
Well, you're drunk now.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
You know,
work.
what? I guess one of us didn't get the memo. I don't know. What is this?
Is this what you guys are wearing?
Yes, this is what we're wearing.
The invitation said dress appropriately. I would have appreciated a text or something.
Yeah, no, you know,
Hey,
I swear to God.
FYI,
Yeah.
Andy and I are wearing suits.
Yeah.
What did it kill you?
Your long-term memory is bad.
Yeah.
You've been here before. You know we wear suits.
You know,
You had suits last time?
Yes.
we always wear suits.
We always wear suits.
We've been wearing suits on this show since 1993.
You look good, too.
Thank you very much. I went and saw you backstage, and you were dressed like that, and then I said, I better get out of your dressing room. And I didn't say this, but I was thinking, he's got to get into his suit.
I noticed you didn't mention it.
No, I didn't mention it, because I've seen guests, you know, dress casually before, and I chat them up before I go, and you know, I just make sure they're sober and they're cool, and then
which we're not sure you're either.
Yeah.
I'm one of 2. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I think you're here to sell us weed. That's what I think it's quite clear.
Oh.
I see you got your tennis T-shirt. I want to...
I was playing a little tennis this morning.
You like tennis?
I did. Yeah, I do.
That's how you do it? That's how you play tennis?
Yeah.
You should try a racket sometime. You might like it.
It's funny, dude. It's funny. He's one of the good ones. And he knows I feel this way about him.
Yeah, I know.
Because you know, Conan and I are friends.
Yeah.
And he knows.
Well,
he knows
until you
how
came
I
out
feel
dressed
about
like
him.
that.
I can change if you. Commercial break coming up.
I
can
this.
run back. It'd be like a T Swift concert.
Yeah.
Just have a different outfit every time.
that's all right.
No. Now, you're a big...
Let me tell you something,
Yeah.
and I mean this. I don't care how many talk shows are out there, who's hot, who's the latest, whatever. At the end of the day, on this network at this hour, there's nobody.
That's a friend.
And I mean that. I mean that.
I know you mean it. I know you mean it. Now, you said you've been playing tennis. You were just in New York for the U.S. Open.
U.S. Open.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, great time. I love that.
Could you get more relaxed right now?
Come on.
I love anyone tuning in right now. You're there. Andy, you should just take a nap on the couch.
I can't. I'm too distracted by his toes.
I know.
Now you've made me self-conscious.
I know.
You look fine.
like
Don't
you-
cover those babies up. Those are fantastic.
Drop something on one of them.
Mention the toe.
Yeah. You do have a bruise on your toe. A bad bruise. No. Right.
See, I was worried about
right
this.
there.
I was worried about this.
Right there. Look at that.
That one.
Get that one, right?
Yeah,
This is the kind of show we run.
Wait, watch your head. Oh my God.
I was drawn to the bruise. It was
This is,
very attractive.
that's because I'm an athlete. Oh. Any kind of athletes, like me and like Pele. We got very similar. You've seen that photo of his feet?
Sure.
Same kind of.
Yeah. Justified coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm unemployed in like yeah.
Once again, a pity party.
It's a pity party here. Well, how do you feel about that? It must be emotional because you've made these connections with fellow cast members and.
Oh, there's definitely things I'm gonna really miss. In no particular order, free haircuts.
Right.
Just grooming.
Oh,
just
free
grooming.
haircuts are there.
Yeah.
I haven't paid for a haircut in years.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's great.
But honestly, it's just been a wonderful job. I mean, 6 years. Really, whole cast and crew, 6 years, not one real asshole, in the group.
Really? Wait a minute. You're saying that because your show.
It's no small thing. It's show business.
Yeah, but it's a lot of people in your show. You're constantly
Not one.
revolving characters in and out. You're saying of all those people, not one person was a jerk?
We had one or two like douchebags, that kind of thing, but not like major asshole that
Well,
just
who was
ruins
it?
the whole.
Tell me. I mean, I love your show. I watch it. Who was a douchebag that was on?
You met him. You met him. He was on this show. You met him. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to name names. We're not going to name names. But
The only person from your show that I've interviewed on this show is Patton Oswalt.
That's my bad. Let's not tell him, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
By the way,
it
a
was
great
like-
guy. He's a great
probably
guy.
he was in character, I think, a lot. A lot of times, a guy like that, he's deep in character. You can't tell.
Okay.
You're hanging out at craft service. I didn't know. He's in character.
We'll
he's
check
in,
it.
He's in character.
I'm going to talk to him about this. We're going to have him on to clear this up. There's a sexuality in the series that you guys are very playful, and you think it's an important part of the series.
Big, yeah, it's big. No, this kind of a show, you got two big things you want to happen. One of two things in every scene. Someone's either going to get or someone's about to get and if you can do both of those, if you can have both of those things, oh my God, it's a great scene.
So you're saying that the whole philosophy of the show is that one of those two things is going to happen.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
You think that's a formula for success in any show?
It should be. It could be.
Yeah.
It would help. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I loved that show, 30-something. Remember that? I grew up watching that show.
Yes,
I love the show.
30-something, yeah.
Not enough people getting in that show. That was the only downside.
Okay.
Or, Yeah, so if you can have a scene where, like, oftentimes, if there's like a scene where a guy's going to kill a prostitute, and then that prostitute, in order to try to get out of getting killed, makes that's a great scene.
Right.
Because you got two things going, you got both things going on there.
Right, right.
That's what you want to watch.
Right.
That's what we go for, and then we try to make it tasteful.
Yeah. I think your description of the formula says all. What about...
It's pretty much the same thing on Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Same deal.
Same thing.
We use a lot of that formula here, too.
Yeah. Hey, we got ourselves a Peabody.
Oh, congratulations.
That's what we were doing, and they give it to us. They didn't say that when they gave it to us, that's what made the show great, but that's what makes the show great.
You know what I'm excited about? Sam Elliott is on the show this season. I think we have a photo of him. There he is. He is one of the all-time great Western characters and performers. What's it like having Sam Elliott on the show?
Well, it's really wild because I was ripping him off for years, and now I'm in a scene. He's sitting right next to me.
And you've been ripping him off for your whole career.
So I'm doing him in front of him. Only I sound like a 12-year-old girl, but I'm trying. I'm trying to do him.
Can I hear what that sounds? What's your Sam Elliott sound like?
Well, it's funny because I used to do it. You know, I'd be with other actors and other scenes. It was, you know, when I would kind of go like, you know, you really need to reconsider your thoughts there. And then, but now the guy across from me is saying, "Oh, you really think I need to reconsider my thoughts?" And then I realized, guy, we're kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah. And I took this from you. I love it. It's like dueling Sam Elliott. That's
only
really
his sounds awesome.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's got that crazy mustache.
Yeah.
He's got the greatest
He
mustache.
doesn't have the mustache on the show, though.
Oh, not on the
Big
show.
topic of conversation.
Oh.
Went without the stash.
Went without the stash?
Yeah.
I'm not watching that. All right. No stash, no deal.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah?
If you grew a stash, I bet. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back.
Yeah.
If you could grow a stash.
Wait a minute. I had a beard.
Yeah, he had a beard.
I had a beard for a
He had
while.
a depression beard.
I had a
for while
depression
there.
beard, and it was a fairly good depression beard.
When you
but-
say beard, we're talking about facial hair.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Olyphant.
I just want clarity.
Yes, I'm talking
I just want to
facial
make sure
hair.
we have clarity.
Yes. My wife knows the deal.
I've met your wife.
She's well compensated.
She's taken care of in other ways. It's a financial arrangement, you see.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen the house.
I could never get a mustache like Sam Elliott. That's 9 people's
something.
mustaches that have all had sex.
Yeah.
You just worked recently with the director Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. Oh, that was fun. We were in, hold your applause for Oliver Stone.
What was the movie?
He's doing a movie about Snowden.
Oh, okay.
Snowden.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's
It was fun. We
Oliver
had a-
Stone? I've always heard he's a character, but I have no idea.
That. He is that. You never know what you're going to take to take. You know, usually directors, you kind of have a sense of them pretty quickly. You know, you kind of sense of, after a take, you know if the guy's going to go for it or not, and if he's smart or not. But Oliver's got so much going on. I just wouldn't know take to take. He was just, he was fantastic. Yeah. And we did a scene we shot one scene in a strip joint, and that was fun. As soon as I read it, I said, there's a Snowden movie, and I got a scene in the strip joint. So right away, you know it's going to be better than the documentary.
You getting a lot of documentary work these days?
But you saw that Citizen 4, right?
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah. That won
no documentary.
That won an Academy Award.
Yeah, but no
There's
strip.
three guys in a room.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a movie.
That's not right.
All right.
This is going to be good. I'm telling you. This movie's going to be good. And they had this wonderful pole dancer. She came in from. I don't want to talk too much about the movie. The movie's we try to keep it under wraps.
Spoiler alert.
So I'm
our
just talking
attention.
about some
Yeah.
small things in the background, but they brought in this pole dancer from Russia. She was incredible. Oliver told me, he said, oh, we got this pole dancer from Russia. She's wonderful. And I said, oh, yeah, great. Turns out he wasn't kidding. She was fantastic. And then it turns out, because she was like an athlete. I mean, she was incredible. And it turns out, I don't know if you're aware of this, a lot of people would like to see pole dancing become an Olympic sport.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah, right. And I know some people, my mother, for example, kind of frown upon that. But you got to see it. It's impressive. And this girl would make her country very proud. And so I encourage people not to think of it as pole dancing. Think of it as the vertical bar.
Yes. Yes. Why not?
There's the parallel bar.
Yeah.
She got a 9.5 on the floor routine, but
Right.
scored very well in the vertical bar.
Yes. You've got a lot of very good ideas.
There's no off switch here, dude.
All right, well...
Do the vertical bar.
You are a very talented and in-demand actor. You will work often. In fact, I want to bring up the fact that you screen tested for Iron Man. Was that the original Iron Man, or is it one of the sequels that you screen tested for?
I'm not aware of the ins and outs. I know that there was a day...
You don't know
In
which
which
one you auditioned for?
Just don't ruin the story.
Okay.
I know that a wonderful actor, Robert Downey Jr. and I, we screen tested on the same day. And I'm still waiting to hear back. And
Okay. And you got time now, yeah.
I misunderstood. I'm
you know,
sorry.
those superhero movies are huge.
Yeah,
It
very
could be a real game changer.
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Timing is perfect.
I'm guessing you get it. I'm guessing.
timing is perfect.
Robert Downey Jr. is all wrong.
You don't know. These things, they get caught up in development. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. You know, the show that I was in, Justified, it just kept giving and giving and giving. It was that kind of a show. And one of the ways in which it gave is we drank a lot of whiskey on the show.
Your character, Raylan, is drinking whiskey in every scene.
As much as possible.
Well, that's in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's in
So,
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, people expect it. And then the way it works in show business is that we're all drinking Kentucky whiskey, but you can't actually drink whiskey when you're filming. It's some kind of union thing.
Right.
And but apparently you don't have that problem here. And so the way we do it.
Wow, okay, that's the real thing. And yes, apparently, I think we're not allowed to do this.
Well, see, I had this lovely relationship with the prop guys, and what they do on the show is they get a bottle of whiskey. They got to pour the whiskey out and then pour in like Diet Coke and water.
Yeah.
And they pour it out into a jar, and then I take it home.
You have.
I was going to say, you normally can't buy that in mason jars.
It was a great show.
You have a lot of. Let's have a toast to Justified right
Here's
here.
to Justified.
We might as well. That is really good.
That's nice.
Do you know what make this is? I mean, we lost money on Olive Garden, so we need to make it back on somebody.
Yeah.
Who would you like it to be from?
I don't know. Just pick one that has money to blow.
Kentucky whiskey.
Okay.
That's all we need to know is Kentucky whiskey.
Okay. If
They
there's
do
a
it
company
really
out
well
there
there.
that wants to give.
It might be a blend, a prop blend of different
It's a pop
kinds.
because I'm getting some Diet Coke in here too. This is fantastic.
Really good.
Do you guys? It is very good. You had a rap party.
Yeah.
When did you have it? Was it
That was a few weeks ago.
a few weeks ago when
Yeah.
you finished shooting the very last scene?
Right.
I have not seen the last episode, and it's a bit of a cliffhanger, and I am anxious to see it later on tonight.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Rap, I'll be drunk, so I will enjoy it.
Best way to enjoy the show.
Was the rap party emotional after all this time?
It was bittersweet is the word. Bittersweet, saying goodbye to all those people. It really was an incredible 6 years, and just a lovely group of people. And we had a great time. We gave it the old college try from beginning to the end, so it felt good when it was over.
Did you?
I gave a great speech.
Oh, you gave a speech.
Yeah.
Make people cry.
there was a little heart. You want to have a little heart.
Sure,
to a
of
good
course.
Speech.
Yeah.
And then the speech, the speech was, first of all, I opened the speech every year. I gave a speech at the rap party. It always opened the same.
Right.
Whatever season it was. Two seasons, and we still don't suck.
Right.
So this year opened with, 6 seasons, and we don't suck,
Right.
That's big. Because that's, it's not lost on me. That's not how it works in show business. No, in this town, they either kick you off or, people forget you're on the air. One of those two things.
Yeah.
I think you might have had both happen to you.
Yeah, I have. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if I was sober at this point, I'd take great offense.
Yeah. No booing. It's all a matter of record.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. No, we've had our highs and lows, but we keep going.
Here we still are.
I'm going for the long, slow fade. That's what I'm going for. So I just want to say to the good people at Blanton's, I've mentioned you a few times, and if you want to send a little something our way, I think we have an understanding.
Right. Can I just say it's my favorite bourbon?
It's clear that I brought it, right?
Right. We know
brought it.
I brought it.
But I mentioned it by name.
Right.
Blanton's you're talking about?
And
I said Blanton's.
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 We still have a TV show.
We gotta drum up the business.
Yeah.
You're in the clear, kid.
Yeah. You say Blanton's all you want, nothing's gonna show up.
Yeah. Here's to you, employed friend. You've now experienced theater and you've experienced film. What's the big difference?
There is a difference. It's a very good question, by the way.
Thank you.
And we could be of some help here because there may be young actors out there, if not in the crowd, watching.
Yeah.
And I get this question a lot. What's the difference between film and television and theater? And there is a difference. We can help people. Come over here. We can explain.
You need me for this? Okay,
please,
sure.
Please.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, you stay here.
All right.
So let's say we're doing a scene.
Okay.
I feel like I need an apple box.
No. We're good. I'll just
one
slouch a
difference.
little bit.
That's better. I'm not going to play the short guy like a Mark Wahlberg movie.
All right.
Okay, so this is, guys, we're going to come in kind of tight. We need it to be kind of tight.
Okay.
We're going to tie here. And then when I give you that's good.
Okay.
That's good. We're starting with film and television. And then when I give you the go-ahead, you just go out wide. We're going to show you. So now we're doing a scene.
Right.
Now, if this were film and television, you see it's all right here.
Right.
Right? Stay with me.
Keep it in the eyes.
Anything that's not on camera, it doesn't matter.
Keep it right
And
here.
this scene's intense,
Right.
right?
We're having an intense
And
scene
you just
right
now stay with me.
I'm with you.
We're talking about something, and it's important.
It's really important.
And it's important, and you feel the intensity in the eyes.
Yeah.
It's happening. Okay, now that's film and television.
Okay.
Now pan out.
Yeah, and now we're going to see theater.
That's theater. That's theater. You see what I mean? It's a totally different scene, because they see all of it. They see all of it. It's a totally different scene.
I think theater
There's no
is
hiding.
I think theater's
See what I
better.
mean? It's
That's what I'm
all
gonna say.
it's all a part of it.
I love that play. I don't know about you guys, but that play.
By the way,
What?
do you guys have, by the way,
What is this?
these are great, by the way. Could you not get into the... Do you guys have any of these?
How dare you.
Yeah, I can get you a pair.
How dare you.
If anybody wants a pair, just come to me, because I know her, and she gives them to me directly. They're great. What do you give them?
What we
You guys
give them?
get, like, popcorn and stuff?
We give them a real good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I saw that written on a bathroom wall somewhere.
under one of your seats there's some Glide dental floss,
Congratulations.
maybe, possibly. She gives out underwear? I didn't know Ellen gave
didn't
out
know that
underwear.
either.
It's right. It's on the lot. You guys could look into it. You guys
No,
can
I
get
know,
some.
but
No, I
why
know,
do you
but-
have a pair of Ellen underwear?
Yes. Why?
Because she gives out free underwear when you go on her show. It's all about the free shit. I'm in show business, man. So you go on the
Underwear just seems weird.
Yeah.
This is the first you've heard of this?
I've never heard of
know
this.
that,
Did you
no.
guys know that Ellen gives out underwear?
Yeah.
What the hell?
She's
Where have I
I think
been?
Ellen just found out we don't watch.
I know.
big fans of the show. Aren't you?
Busy.
Big fans of the show.
Hey, everybody, look.
Pretty wet ones.
And that's not the brand, that's our nickname.
Yeah. I'm looking back here and I got nothing. This is lame. I got some gum I could give out. I mean, we don't have nothing.
I just want to
got
know,
some-
like are your jeans from the Chew or something?
Yeah.
Like, is the rest of your wardrobe all talk show wardrobe?
I'm telling you, I don't think anything I've got on I didn't swipe from one set or another.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes,
That's the
man.
way it goes, yeah.
You are,
It's all about-
you are an incredible cheapskate, we're finding out. You have everything from different... Is this like from Justified? I bet
Yes.
this shirt is from
It
Justified.
might actually say Raylan on the back. It might actually. I'm not
That would be hilarious.
gonna
I
check.
can't see. I don't have my glasses on.
No, it doesn't.
But they
no, it says
often-
Gap for Kids. Let's talk about Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Julia Roberts is in this movie.
That's what
One
they
of the
tell
biggest
me.
movie stars. Oh, that's what they tell you?
Yeah, I've seen the posters.
Did you? Well, you're in the movie.
Yeah, and I've never met her. Never met her.
You didn't have scenes with
no,
her? or
I've
anything?
seen. You've seen these movies. These are fantastic movies. You got. There's a Gary Marshall movie. He did the Valentine's Day, and he did the New Year's Day, Ash Wednesday. Was that? Did you
I
see it?
laughed my way through Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday was huge.
Yeah.
A lot of people. That was more of a cult classic.
Oh, man.
But check it out.
I
These
just
movies
love
are
that.
great. They're fun. They're for the whole family,
Yeah.
and people love them. And there's
When Kate Hudson got those ashes on her forehead, I just lost it.
It was fantastic, right?
Amazing.
She didn't. She
Then
forgot.
she sneezed
She
and they
forgot
came
they
off.
were there. Exactly.
The gags you can do with ashes on Ash Wednesday.
Lovely. So this is it's one of those ensemble movies. So I never. I never had any scenes with her.
You had
I
no
worked-
scenes with Julia Roberts.
I worked with Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts.
He was on Justified.
You know what?
That was awesome.
I watched every episode of Justified.
You remember-
Big fan of that show, and I think we have a.
Oh, there it is.
He's
awesome.
That was a great character. He was a
Here's
great
the-
guest star.
Here's what's fun for me. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, he's awesome, and
Yes.
I've had a good long run of playing sort of these badass kind of characters. And what's fun is every now and then you actually work with someone who was an authentic I mean, he came from that '80s badass. Like he was a badass off camera. He was like hanging out with Mickey Rourke and all
Right.
these people.
Right.
Right. They were the life of debauchery.
Legitimate bad boys.
So here I am playing the tough guy, and then I'm sitting in with the tough guy, and then the real deal tough guy. In fact, one time we're shooting the scene. He's driving, and we're gonna pull on action. We pull out and drive off. And just before we roll, I just said, kind of off the cuff, smart ass, just said, "I'll give you $20. You hit one of the cops on the way out."
Were there other cop cars?
Yeah,
there?
like there's other cops in the scene, you know,
Yeah.
on things.
And you're just making a joke.
Yeah, I just say, yeah, $20. You hit just bump the cop, just take a little hit him, and then we
You
as
don't
we
mean a
pull
car,
out.
you mean a human being.
Listen, I left it to him. I say, hit the car, hit the whatever. That's not the point.
It's not your fault.
The
Yeah.
funny part was he goes, without skipping a beat, he goes, I hit a cop once, not a good idea. And that's when you lean forward, you're like, hold the roll, you know?
Right, yeah.
And I said, you hit a cop once? He goes, yeah, it was not good. He goes, it really, for years, I was Eric Roberts, the cop hitter. And I said, and he said, Ben, they had me down so quick. He said, they took me down so quick. And then I said, how many times have you been arrested? And it was a big number. It was like in the teens. And then at one point, and then he said, but like 8 of them were before I turned 18. And I didn't know how he meant it. I didn't know if he meant that as like they didn't count or that, whatever. But either way, it was one of those conversations where you're just kind of going, uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh. And then he looks at me and he said, you ever been arrested? And I said, no. And he goes, pussy.
Love that guy.
You know what I said to him? I looked at him, I said, I was at swim practice.
You were at swim practice. I was busy swimming at swim practice.
Swimming.
My answer is always, I was in the library. You're in the show The Grinder now.
Yes.
And The Grinder is a very good show, and the Critics' Choice Award, all right?
Yes.
Grinder got the Critics' Choice Award, and there's a lot of...
Well, wait.
You got the Critics' Choice
Yeah,
Award,
this is-
sorry. Yeah, okay,
sorry.
you, okay.
I don't mean to nitpick.
I was trying to be generous and say the
but
show,
sure.
but
I
yes.
mean, we all win. We all win.
After you made it clear that they didn't.
I couldn't have done it without him.
Anyway, you won the Critics' Choice Award. There's a lot of Emmy buzz because people love you, and you're playing yourself. You're playing Timothy Olyphant on the show The Grinder. What's it like to play yourself? How do you feel about that?
I think that, a lot of times, Conan, you just show up and you say the lines. I should probably feel guilty about this. Sometimes you just show up, you say the lines, you go home.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't really put that much into it. And, but this role, I really have been researching it for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And a lot of times,
To know who that guy is.
Yeah.
like deep.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I really spent a lot of time with it and really asked a lot of questions about what makes him tick and what really, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then, and I don't usually do this, and I sometimes kind of scoff at actors who do, but like if someone came up to me off camera, like craft service, and they're like, hey, bud, and I'm like, no, I'm in character. And I'd say, you call me Timothy or Tim. I never broke. I did the voice.
Wow.
I did the voice.
Wow.
And people will say, how do you do it? When you go home, like when we were shooting like Deadwood or something, it's like, oh, does that come home with you? Is that hard to kind of brush that off? I say, no, it's a piece of cake, but this one, it did. It came home.
Hard to shake that Tim Olyphant
It's hard to
thing.
shake it.
Now, here's a question.
Yeah.
Is it a character, or are there fictional aspects to the character?
Well, that's a curious question because I said I was going to work and they say, we're going to do the scene today where your character shows up and you're going to date Rob Lowe's character's the girl that he loves. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, this is a little bit of an issue because I'm playing Timothy Olyphant, and Timothy Olyphant's been married for 25 years.
Yeah.
25 years this summer.
And you have a lovely wife and a great family.
Hold your applause.
That's okay. You're
separated for
too late.
Separated for
now.
15 of them.
Yeah.
But like 7 years, like 10 really good years.
Right.
And then we had a long sort of bumpy part.
Right. Yeah.
It was hard on the kids, but we came back together. We're going to celebrate the anniversary this summer.
That I think we can applaud.
So I said, look, Timothy Olyphant's married. He's been married for a long time, haven't married kids, and you've got him showing up, and he's going to have this affair with this girl.
Right, this fling, yeah.
And that's not really me. And they said that's not the way we see the character. And I said, I'm listening. And then
So weird.
So I actually said to my wife at one point, I was like, are we okay with this? I mean, she's like, Tim, nobody takes this shit seriously. So
That was so nice, so cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, that's why I'm keeping her. Or at least I'm trying.
You're trying. You better. Our musical guest has had to perform already due to a scheduling thing. So he performed his part already. It's on tape. What we need, though, is the first part where we're all sitting here and we're like, hey, man, this is going to be great. Sturgill Simpson's here. And then we all go, Sturgill Simpson. And you guys are like, yeah, it's Sturgill Simpson. And we're all like, we can't believe it's really happening.
I'm not doing it, Conan.
You're doing it!
I'm not doing it.
You're going to do it!
This is bullshit.
Yeah. You're going to sit down and do it.
This is...
Keep him quiet, Andy. Yay, just play along. Come on, man. TV's a lie. You knew that coming in.
That's pretty cool.
And then...
Dude, it's crazy cool.
And then when it's over, we're going to shoot the part where we're like, that was really good. Good night, everybody. And people at home are going to think, if it was so good, why didn't Conan have the decency to walk over and shake his hand? And then I just look like a dick.
When we do the thing at the end, can we just all scream, "Go over there"?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like this.
No. Go say hi. No, go.
Not gonna happen. My next guest is here with a song from his critically acclaimed new album on May 18th.
to see him.
You'll see him. He's right there. Please welcome Sturgill Simpson. I don't know what he played.
I think he played like a real slow, sad
play the-
song.
Yeah.
So that intro will be like, Harry is.
What do you want? Show's free.
All right. Now we're
That's my
coming
last
back.
defense. My final defense is that it's free. That's all I
That's
got.
right. You take your underwear and go home happy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Way to go, Tim.
Jeff, how come we don't give out free shit? Look, that's the guy right there. I'm always saying, him right there, Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
Boo! I'm always saying to him, every day I say to him, Jeff, we should give away stuff. And he's like, then there's less money for us. And he says, I likes my precious.
Right. He's wearing 3 pairs of underwear right now. Ironically.
Man, Jeff Ross is an asshole. Oh, well, time to end the show. Sturgill Simpson, that's our show. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go say hi to him. We gotta talk about this movie, Snowden. Oliver Stone.
You're an asshole.
Oliver Stone, okay.
Keep going.
Directed this movie, Snowden.
Train on the
and
tracks,
it
Conan O'Brien.
turns out that he is a big fan of Justified. Did you know he was a big fan of Justified?
Well, I did when he told me, and it was quite an honor. And he used to call me after episodes, and it was hilarious. He would call and he'd be like, "I watched the episode last night, and Tim, what was that thing the Ava said to you there in that one scene? What was that last line?" And I'd tell him, and he'd say, "You need her to use better diction." And he's like, "Would you tell that to her for me?" And
He was giving you notes for the other actors on a show that he does not have anything to do with.
that's already been shot and aired on TV.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. So it was fantastic.
They say, Oliver Stone says,
Yeah.
open up, mushmouth.
He's like, "Look, it's a very thick accent. You know, guys like me can't understand it." And then when this movie came up, he very generously asked me to be a part of it. It was wonderful, and he sent me a nice little note. Then, of course, when I got to Germany, we were shooting that scene, the strip joint. We had talked about this before, and he told me that the stripper from Russia, he'd also sent her a note. And I thought, a little voice in my head said, "Tim, don't let that diminish the note he sent to you." Just because he sent you a note and he also sent the stripper a note, your note's still special.
Yeah. Was the stripper a key to the scene? You were in a strip club in that scene.
It was. I think it was important because I know he scheduled a rehearsal with the stripper, so I assumed it was important, you know, because why else would you know what I mean? Like we were supposed to rehearse in the morning, and then we got a call that our rehearsal had been pushed. That he needed to see what the stripper was going to do before we came in, and I thought, well, he's got a process, you know what I mean? Probably, how can he tell us how to do the scene until he sees how she's going to do the scene? She's stripping in the background, but you never know.
Right,
You never know how it's going to be.
So he had a meeting with her, probably a short meeting.
All I know is he's a genius,
Yeah.
and he's a wonderful guy. You know, I have to say, it really is amazing. I haven't had a lot of opportunities in my. I've had some great jobs, but to be around someone like that and to be a part of that process and to see a guy who's that bright, that passionate about his work, it's really quite infectious. It's quite a pleasure to be around it.
You are raising a lot of money for children who are ill,
Yes.
children with cancer, and
There's
we were going to talk about this.
A lovely charity called Alex's Lemonade. Might be officially Alex's Lemonade Stand. It raises money for research to find a cure for pediatric cancer. And if you know nothing about me, there's two things. One, I hate cancer, and I love kids. So here's the deal. You go to omaze.com/Tim, and $10. That's all. And you come out. They'll fly you out to LA. You people don't need to be flown. You're already here. But literally, you fly out to LA. They're going to put you up in this really nice hotel. Suzanne going from AOC. Those two guys from Animal and John and Vinny's.
These are amazing
chefs, incredible chefs.
Amazing chefs.
The pastry chef. They're going to make us dinner. We're you and whoever your friend.
But it's a drawing.
We're going to have dinner.
It's a drawing.
Like $10 and they'll do it. $10 and you're entered.
Kind of just did imply that $10 and everyone's
for the kids. It's for a good cause.
It's a drawing.
If you lose, you just feel good about yourself.
Right. Okay. There you go.
And if you win, we'll have dinner together. It'll be like this conversation, but you'll be more interesting, probably. Conan, let me tell you something. If you think, let's have it here.
You were so
I'll tell you
close
what,
to winning
Conan.
me back over again.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was this close to liking you.
By the way, it doesn't. You could come and join me. I mean, if you hate cancer and you love kids. If not, that's okay. But if you love kids, you could join me for dinner, and then.
I'd be part of the.
You could. I'm not. No pressure.
Hey, Conan, will you help fight cancer?
Yeah. Come on, Conan.
Don't feel like it. I'm busy that night driving my sports car.
Listen.
Of course.
And listen, wait, that's a yes?
Yes, of course.
It would be great. So you and I would have dinner.
So if someone wins, they have dinner
with us.
Yeah, and we will recreate this magic.
Can we invite Andy?
Yeah, of course.
Andy, you're on the spot.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, wait a second.
I know. I probably shouldn't sit at the same table. I'm a noisy eater.
When they first asked me about doing this, I was like, so let me get this right. These celebrity chefs are going to make me dinner, and the winner gets to watch. And they were like, no, the winner would, sit at the table with me. And I was like, if it's for the kids, twist
This is a good thing.
I thought it was enough just to be, it's fun when you're at a restaurant and you're like,
right.
Look, there's a celebrity having dinner. I thought that would be enough.
Yeah,
right.
That'd be enough. But they're actually going to be at the table.
Not standing outside the window like a kid in Little Rascals, watching you eat.
Looking. Okay, so let's make this very clear.
If you go to that website, it's now officially you're having dinner with the three of us.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, this is great. I think this is going to be great.
Right. Yeah, I wish you hadn't sang that "This Is Where I Want to Be" song now, huh?
Well, that's what we'll sing.
Feeling pretty good about that.
We'll sing that at the table.
The Snowden character is fascinating because he lives in Russia now, and really not by choice, because Russia was the only country to grant him asylum.
Yeah.
Snowden's in Russia, probably grateful to have asylum somewhere, but doesn't really want to be there.
He doesn't want to be there.
Doesn't want to be there.
Which is, well, let me address that too. Before, first of all, if you don't know anything about Snowden or don't know, I mean, the movie, the man, everything he did is so quite fascinating. It's such a complex, fascinating issue right now in our time. I really encourage you, if not see the movie, start with the movie. And then there's other things out there. It's really quite an amazing story, amazing man, regardless how you feel about what he did. Yeah, but as far as him being in Russia, where I'm sure he doesn't want to be, I can only tell you from experience, a lot of life is doing and being places you don't want to be. Right. I know when I'm with my kids, like on a holiday with my wife and kids, and we're like stuck in traffic and it's just miserable, I encourage our kids, I make them sing a song. It goes like this. It says, "This is where we want to be, right?" And I find that it helps to kind of turn things around to embrace the situation. Like right now, it's easy for me to be like, I got to do Conan today. But it's easier to be like, this is where we want to be. You guys feel it. Some of you out there were like, we're going to Ellen. Oh, the Longs 2 line. I guess we got a Conan. This is where we want to be. Andy, I know you don't want to be here. Come on. This is where we want to be. Sing it. Come on, everybody. Let's go. This is where we want to be. Want to be.
Wanna be.
Go. This is where we want to be.
You're an awful guy. But I do love you. Very nice guy, good family man. And then I find out as a youth that you stole things. And I find that very hard to believe. You just do not seem like the kind of guy that would steal.
I think I know what you're talking about. I didn't see it as theft. It felt like an unspoken agreement.
Okay. Why don't you explain?
You guys will see. When I first started out in the show business, I was in my early 20s, and my wife and I, married 25 years, by the way. I tell people, it feels like it's only been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Underwater.
Andy, you're right. Comes off as kind of a prick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a joke a doctor told me once.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to use that. Listen, so here's the deal. When we lived in a apartment in New York, we had a shower in our kitchen. We were broke.
Right.
And then I would get, thank God, I'd get these lovely jobs where you go out and do a movie or a television thing, and they fly you first class, and they put you up in these lovely hotels. And it was wonderful. And then you order, you feel like you're living large, and then you order room service, and it's like $50 for a f***ing omelet.
Hey, take it easy.
Yeah. By the way, that's not what you're supposed to do to the omelet.
Guess what? Andy, for $50, you do what you want.
Okay, that's fair.
You're on the road, you're alone.
Yeah,
sure.
So this is a big, you're a poor...
And I just felt like there's no way the silverware must have been included. Is the way I looked at it. There's no way. How could it not be? What are you paying for otherwise?
Yeah.
So I felt better by, I would take the silverware home. See, that seems reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Have you stayed in these hotels? There's no way the eggs, those are just eggs.
Yeah.
There's eggs and it's a coffee, so $50, it must include the silverware. And so I would...
Did you try to take the cart?
Yeah.
I try to stay with the carry-on.
Yeah.
Right.
So I travel light. So our silverware collection when we were starting out was all silverware from hotels, and they were great. They're really nice stuff. And so people would come over and they'd be like, "Oh, I love the fork here," and I'd be like, "That's from the Standard." Wait till you see the spoons from the Waldorf. So that's the way we did it.
That's very nice. I think you did the right thing. It is crazy.
You.
It is crazy when you're traveling and you look at the bill.
It seems
for this
crazy.
stuff.
And by the way, here's the cool thing: no one will ever call you on it. The hotel's never going to be like, "Excuse me, Mr. Olyphant, we're missing a fork and a knife."
Right.
No, so that's why you know it's okay.
I have a question.
If it wasn't okay, they'd say something.
They would say something.
They'd
Yeah.
say, "I'm sorry, but you can't take the silverware."
Yeah.
But they don't.
Do you take the robe? Do you ever take the robe? Because a lot of times I see him about to take the robe, and then it has a sign on it that says, "If you'd like one of these robes, you may consult the front desk."
That's a suggestion.
So you don't go by. Andy, do you take the robe ever?
No, I've never taken the robe because I'm afraid they'll charge me, and it'll be like $100.
Yeah.
For a stupid robe.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Hold on a second, though. Are you robe guys?
No.
You wear a robe?
No.
I would take the robe. I don't.
Do you wear a robe?
I don't really enjoy the robe.
I don't wear a robe.
Every time I've gotten a robe, the next thing I turn around, my wife's wearing it. She's like, "Thanks for the robe," and I'm like, I thought it was my robe, but anyway.
Then you realize she's just stealing silverware with it. Yeah. You okay? What's going on?
Wow. He gives so much to the audience.
Yeah, he gave you people so much of himself when he came out.
Almost nothing left for himself.
He is exhausted.
It's been a long year, Conan.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You look good, though.
Speaking of getting screwed, Are you moving?
Who talked about
you're
getting
moving-
screwed?
I was just talking about it's been a long year.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Reference.
Okay.
But you're moving you're moving to Mexico. You and
Yeah.
We were
Hey,
just
well-
talking. You're moving the family. You're just moving to Mexico.
Well, I don't know about, we're going to go down to Mexico. We're going to do a show.
Oh, just like one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not taking the whole show to Mexico for
hey.
all time. I wouldn't do that. I loves it here in America.
Just a little heads up, because I'm always looking out for you. You know that.
Yeah.
Don't get raped.
What? The hell?
Dude, I'm not making. They got rapists down there, dude. They got rapists and drug dealers and people, and they're shipping them here.
Where are you
This
hearing?
is not like me and my buddies talking like, hey, I heard some rumors. This comes from like up high. This is like. I'm like.
Information, yeah.
This is like directly from POTUS.
Yeah.
Listen, now I assume there's going to be some good people.
Yes.
Look for those.
You want me to seek out the good people and hang out with just with them?
If I were you,
If we were I.
look out for the good people.
Okay. All right.
That's a good general rule when traveling anywhere.
Yeah.
And I assume there are some good people.
Of
Yeah.
course there are.
Yeah. I think that was very nice of you to look out for me that way, and I appreciate
You know,
it.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Not sure you do. Went to your high school reunion, am I correct in
I
saying
sure
that?
did. Yeah.
Yeah?
I
How
went
was
back
that?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You kidding? Yeah. High school reunion. You don't go to yours?
I did.
You
I did go to.
You're a jerk.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you did go.
I did. No, I'm saying I
Sure.
did go to my high school reunion and back in Brookline, Massachusetts,
Yeah.
and people kept coming up and saying it with really thick Boston accents. One guy was convinced that he and I had robbed a liquor store together. And let me just tell you something. I was the squarest person ever at that age, and probably still am now. And this guy was like, remember that time you and I robbed that liquor store? Remember that? And then the cops came and we went out the back window. Remember that? And then I got caught. You got away with all the booze and you drank it, you son of a bitch, you. And I said, none of that happened. He's like, oh, Mr. TV's got to clean it up now. And that's when I said, I can't go back. People have invented complete stories
I
about
love
me.
it. That's what I Modesto. I grew up in Modesto, California. So.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Get out. What high school?
I didn't go to high school there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. I'm like, what high school? I didn't go to high
Yeah.
school, man.
My core audience tends to have skipped high school. Yeah.
All right. Fred Seabuyer High right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what the reunion's like. It was like that. You just hang out with your buddies, and you just talk about, remember,
Did you do goofy
focus-
things when you were a kid?
Modesto, oh my God, yeah. It's like, it's a shit kicker. It's American Graffiti. It's like, it was just like American Graffiti. Lucas grew up in Modesto.
Right.
That movie's based on, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's a classic.
American Graffiti's a classic. Yeah, classic.
You cruise up and down McHenry. That's what my teenage years were like. Just uglier cars, just like
Right.
Volkswagen and Camaro. And there was just a lot of combating. It's a fine line between sort of creative teenage inventiveness to combat boredom and oh shit, I think we might go to prison. You know what I mean? It's that kind of childhood.
I mean, we're being kind of rascals and scamps right now, or that got out of hand.
Because you're just like driving up and down McHenry. What are we gonna do? You drive up and down McHenry, pull people over for directions, and then hit them with a fire extinguisher. It's a lot of that.
What? You'd say, can I get directions? They come up to the window and you blast them with a fire extinguisher?
Hilarious.
You're blinded for life
Used to
now.
gift wrap. We had Benix down the street had a dummy. We used to we had this dummy in their garage that was newspaper and walnut, and then he was clothed and and with the walnuts is so if anyone actually did run him over, it would sound like they broke his legs,
So you would what would you do?
We'd throw him into traffic. We were like, that's hilarious. We'd take him out in the street, we'd beat him up and wait for cars to come, and then we'd leave him in the street, and they'd get out and be like, oh my God, they thought they'd come across some guy.
I
really.
love the thought
Hilarious.
that goes into put walnuts in the legs.
Yeah.
So it sounds like leg
Because if they
break.
hit it, it's got a little
Right.
crunch.
And then when people are trying to give it medical attention, you run out and shoot them in the eye.
We're not idiots. There's a lot of that stuff. That's basically what we did. We gift wrapped cinder blocks during the holidays and just left them out on the street for people.
What? What does that do?
It's just fun to watch people pick up a cinder block thinking it's a gift and then sometimes there's always some asshole who's like sees it and wants to run it over because there's just that kind of people in Modesto. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then if that guy chooses to be, I mean, some guy in some lowered Camaro would just like boom tag it, and they would just totally up his transmission. and then you run.
Right.
And then you
run.
run.
Because that guy's the asshole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He tried to, exactly.
Right. Yeah. What a dick that guy is.
We went ice blocking. We used to go ice blocking. Yeah, ice blocking. Do you ever go ice blocking?
No.
Yeah, we go out to ice blocking. You either go out to Del Rio or Oakdale Golf Course. They got you sit up at the, like at midnight when every party's been shut down and you're either going to drink in the park or you're going to go out to the golf course and go ice blocking. You stop off at 7-Eleven. You get the blocks of ice. Everyone's always got sweatshirts and stuff in their back in case we decide to go ice blocking at a given point. And you go up and you sit on the green with a case of beer and you slide down the fairway on the blocks of ice. And it's not good for the fairways, but it's a lot of fun.
It really sounds to me like you grew up in the late 1920s, you know?
Come on. This is basically...
This really does sound like you're a young guy.
I'll tell you what really gets
what
good.
we used to do...
And then the best
we'd
part...
take corn husks, we'd give them to the donkey, and watch him have diarrhea. It's called diarrhea-ing.
If we get really lucky, the golf course cop shows up in his golf cart, and you get him to chase you.
Right.
And the whole thing is to try to get him out of the cart.
Yeah.
And one of us circles back and takes the spotlight off the car. Because if you can get the spotlight, now you got more hours of fun back on McHenry coming up behind people with the big spotlight on their...
You're just a criminal. That's all you are.
I prefaced this whole story with, it's a fine line. I told you up front.
Or Timothy, as you prefer to be called. It's in your contract. I'd love to talk more about these tricks you pulled during the President Hoover administration, but we have got to get to a clip from the Santa Clarita Diet because we have got to show a clip.
I'm not the one who robbed the liquor store with the...
We don't talk about that anymore.
Right? That's where we draw the line, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know.
What's hilarious, though, is that you robbing a liquor store could only help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
The
it would only make me seem cooler.
Right, exactly.
Because I later got a talk show, people have all these myths about me from back in Brooklyn, like, I hear a cop got out of line and you punched him out. What? I'm Conan O'Brien. I couldn't fight a butterfly.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Santa Clarita Diet.
Oh,
now,
what a show.
Okay, I don't know where your attitude's coming from.
You guys watch it. Seriously,
No,
I'll
tell you
watch
this.
this show.
I'll tell you this. I found it to be very funny, and I'm a friend of yours. I would still tell the audience it was good if it wasn't, but privately tell you it sucked. But I'm publicly telling you it's great. It's a really funny show. And
Thank
you should
you.
be proud.
I hope you like it. I hope you watch it.
I told him when he came out, I said, you can tell he's serious about it because he's not wearing flip-flops like he normally
I know. You actually wore us.
Yeah,
this is the most
dressed up like a grown-up.
Yeah, this is the most dressed up you've ever been. You always come here like a weed dealer.
Trying to...
You do. You look like you just stumbled out of Spicoli's van and made your way out here.
I am not a weed dealer. I am not a weed... my character in the show smokes pot, actually.
Yes, I know that.
Is
that something you try to avoid in real life?
I'm not a big pot smoker. Never was. I was like, I was an athlete growing up. I didn't smoke a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I didn't.
Let's say occasionally.
The last real time. Here's the other thing. Weed now, it's like some kind of crazy science. It's powerful. I remember, like, as a kid, you're like taking seeds out, and you're trying to not get the bad. Now it's the last time I smoked weed. I was in Austin with my brother. I was there shooting, and he's in the music business. We went to Austin City Limits. We'd been hanging out all day, drinking and listening to the bands, and then we're backstage and we're hanging out with the people who put on the festival. And these guys said, "You guys want to smoke some weed?" And I said, "No, I'm good." And they said, "It's Willie Nelson's." I said, "Light it up."
Willie Nelson's weed.
Yeah, his weed. His weed travels before, like on its, like it gets there.
Right.
Like it's there for him.
precedes
It's
him.
like it's in the writer or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in the good thing. And
Tell us about that. What's Willie Weed like?
It's actually technically, I believe, called Willie Weed. Willie Weed. I think he's it's like a whole. Anyway, so we had a little Willie Weed. I said, you know what? My brother said, listen, easy. And I said, I'm just 2 hits. It was at least 1 hit too many, you know?
Really? It's that strong?
It's not. Well, and I'm always like, watch it, you know, I swam, watch my, you know. Anyway, all I know is that the next thing, I was with my brother, and I looked across the lawn. There was a golf cart, not 10 yards. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go sit at on that golf cart. And I took like 4 strides and said, or I'll just sit right here. And I just flopped down on the lawn. I'm just sitting there on the lawn, and you know what? And this is not false modesty. I do not think of myself as a celebrity. I really don't deal with a lot of that stuff, and it's just not the way I see myself.
Yeah.
When you're high on the lawn, you're like, dude, you're a celebrity, man. You're like, people know you. You know what I mean? You gotta get your shit together. It's so quick.
Yeah.
And
You
then you're
panic.
like, oh my God, I tell my brother, I was like, dude, get a Sharpie, get a ballpoint pen. I was like, why? He's like, I just need to write some stuff down. I'm staying at the Four Seasons. I'm in room 327.
You're writing this on your hand?
I'm telling him to get me a pen so I can write it down before it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because whenever if you get any time in your life too drunk, too high, or anything, these pieces of information are crucial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, look, I need to get to the Four Seasons, room 327. This is like really important people understand that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot of things I'd like to have in common with Robert Downey Jr., but walking into the wrong home and falling asleep is not one of them. You know what I mean?
That is the one way you want to diverge from
That's
his
the one
choices.
place where, like, you went that way, I went this way. You know what I mean?
Anything you want to talk about? I mean, revelatory about season 2 and what's happening?
The show's fantastic. I mean, we're very proud of it.
It's very funny. It's hilarious.
Thank you.
It's
I appreciate it.
hilarious
It's
show.
also, I have to say, it's very nice to be part of a show where Drew Barrymore, I play her husband, and especially in today's day and age, she's playing such a strong female lead character who, you know, today it's really, and I play, you know, her husband. I'm really there just to support her and try to make the marriage work. And she's eating people, and that's putting a damper on things.
Right. Right. That's what zombies
But it's nice
do,
to be a part of something like that, and I'm very excited. You know, especially what's going on now, and I'm.
You mean with the environment?
I'm very excited about everything. Yeah, and I'm very supportive of all that. It's very fun to be part of that, and I'm for all the movements there that are going on, and the gender pay equality. I'm all for that. Thank you. And just so we're clear, I'm talking about my salary now.
So, I would imagine Drew Barrymore then is.
I'm not sure if she's making more than me, but that's the feeling I get.
Well, that's not right. I think we should go for total. We should go for total equality.
I feel. You have to understand, it's not fair, Conan. I can't go to the Soho House without my peers they point and they laugh. There goes that white guy who makes less than his female co-star. Ha, 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 ha.
There's no one mocking you for that.
Gerard Butler came up to me the other day and just pulled me aside and said, hey, thanks for taking one for the team.
What team? We're going to take a break.
Can I tell you something?
What's that?
She deserves every penny.
She deserves every penny.
So.
We're going to take a break. I'm going to find out what here was true, if anything. More with Camille Olyphant. You are the executive producer. Or an executive producer.
It's a great gig.
On Santa Clarita Diet. Tell me what are your responsibilities there?
Nothing. It's the best job in the world. Everybody, most people in Hollywood know this. If anyone comes up to you and says they're a Hollywood producer, it sounds great, but really it means there's a good chance they do nothing.
Yeah.
Just cashing the checks. Just cashing the checks.
Yeah, it's true. It's I hear you.
It's like a volunteer position.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah, it's like there's executive producer and then there's intern above that. I think, yeah.
Exactly.
That's sort of how it feels
Yeah,
sometimes.
the producer's like, it's just good that I'm here.
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe.
Well, you know who's not? That's not
You're
true.
all day.
You know what? It's not true of our executive producer, Mr. Jeff Ross. That guy.
Oh.
I
By the way,
mean, no, it's true.
he looks good.
You were just promoting the show in Bangkok.
Yes.
And I understand the show is a big hit in that area of the world.
That's what it felt like. It was pretty exciting. It's really quite remarkable to go to a whole other part of the world and you feel like you're just making a little show out here, and to see that people are responding to it in another part of the world, a whole other culture. Mm-hmm. They part of the reason the show does very well in Asia is that part of the world loves all things like zombie culture. It's very big there.
The zombies are huge.
I don't need to tell you. You're big in Korea, right? They love this.
What the hell does that mean? Yes.
Yeah, they love that whole sort of undead thing going.
No, that's not what.
They got that.
That is not.
That whole.
No. What do you mean? I don't lurch around. Well, yeah, I kind of do actually.
Sort
Yeah.
of like pallor is what you're talking
That
about.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He looks like it could be.
That was not the appeal. I didn't think. I thought the appeal was my winning sense of humor.
It could be that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a part of it. I'm sure that's a part of it.
All right,
You know,
I'll work on that.
They did that. They like that whole. They got you're like a physical stuff. I did a talk show, Korean talk show, South Korean talk show. They're kind of doing your thing there.
What are they doing?
I can see how they're into you. Well, they got that kind of dorky physical comedy.
All right,
thing.
I don't need.
But somehow they make it
I
charming.
don't need to sit here and listen to this.
They make it charming. Maybe it's the accents.
All right, listen, there's no reason I have to sit here and listen to this.
Come on.
I have the power to have you physically removed. Physically removed. Actually, I don't have that power, do I?
Who's going to do it?
Yeah,
You.
and yeah,
I'm not going to.
And Andy agrees with you, so. Please welcome very talented fellow Timothy Olyphant. Tim, before we go any further, what was that? What the hell was that all about? You came out here in crutches.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Because I think now, more than ever, it's important to speak the truth. I was in a lot of pain. You saw me backstage. I didn't know if I could do this. But I walked out here, and I heard that band, and I felt the energy from this crowd. And I realized, Conan, that not only can I do this, I don't need those crutches, and I tossed them aside. The crowd healed me.
Oh, man.
And then I saw you two, and I said, you know what? I can still do it.
Yeah. You know what? There was no transition at all. I mean, if I remember correctly, you were on the crutches, and there was no even transition. It looked like you just went right from crutches. I mean, Billy will tell me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't even look like you transitioned. It looked like it was instantaneous.
You can't explain magic, Conan.
Yeah.
You
No,
can't
you certainly
explain the
can't.
power. It's not me, it's them.
It is that.
It's a small group, Conan, but it feels like 191 people.
Santa Clarita Diet.
Back to that.
The same old story.
That's why I'm here.
Undead woman, cannibal, part of a family. I mean, Hollywood's told it a million times. You think about it. When are we going to come up with the original idea? And all of this is my way.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Now, all this is my way of saying it's such a funny idea. It's such a great idea because it's all about a family, and then, of course, Drew Barrymore, undead, cannibal, but you all love each other, and you're trying to help her with it. And so, in a way, it follows a lot of the, I don't know, principles of a family comedy.
Yeah.
But it's just got this bizarre, core, central idea that really works. It's very funny.
Can I be honest with you for a second?
Yeah.
I forget what I'm supposed to talk about here.
Yeah, it was just about the Santa Clarita Diet, the show you're on.
There's nothing. I'm not launching into like something witty in here. It really is just that's what it is. The show's great.
No, there's nothing witty on this whole card. I got to be honest with you. It's just, you know, it just says Santa Clarita Diet, and you know, it's a show about marriage, and that's all it says.
But did he make it? He made it sound good, right? Because it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good show.
That's it. That's all I can remember. It really is a good show. We're very proud of it. It's very funny.
This is, Tim, this is the real easy part.
You're
in a really good show, and then we have a clip of it. This is the part, you're in character again. It's a guy who doesn't know what the he's doing out here. But let me tell you something.
Well,
you got to get out of this character and back to the guy who knows this thing cold, where he's like, yeah, it's a great show. I love working with Drew. And then we got this clip.
I wish I knew it was that easy. I was doing so well right up to the end, and then I forgot the whole.
No, you're in
anyway.
good shape.
Yeah, no, it's a great.
There's nothing over here. There's nothing.
I keep looking.
Forget this. There's nothing here.
Can I tell you something? Next time I come, I'm bringing my own cards. I'm bringing my own because
That's never happened before.
Really?
Yeah. Mine
Look
just
forward to
basically.
next time.
That just says little question. It's just a little question that leads into then a natural, normal conversation which has not been rehearsed or discussed in any way.
Look, I liked the show. Don't get me wrong. So I'm really pleased with your whole thing. You didn't even need me for that. I'm sorry I ruined it because you were pitching the show. Everything you said was great. I wish I had said that, or at least said, yeah, we gotta, you know.
I don't.
Let me tell you something.
I have no
Conan,
idea.
I got you from here. I got you.
Don't physically touch me.
You, come on.
You don't physically touch me. This is a sacred barrier between a host and guest. It's only to be crossed by
Conan. Conan.
Oh.
Let's just. Listen. We're done. We're good. Can you do me a favor?
I want to show the clip.
Yeah, I just want you. That's all I want you to do. I want you to show the clip.
If they're looking at the clip, we can be up to other matters, if you know what I'm saying. Take a look at this clip from Santa Clarita Diet. Bested by a headless corpse.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2 of Santa Clarita Diet. Very funny show. Streaming now on Netflix. Mr. Timothy Olyphant, we bow to you.
A bit of bad news. Sad to disappoint, we got to get it out of the way. In the interest of, again, truth.
Truth.
I do need to announce that the scene I shot, the cameo little scene I shot in Avengers Infinity War has been cut.
Oh. I didn't.
There's nobody more disappointed than me.
I mean, that's a huge deal to be in one of those movies, and you were cut out?
Well, because, you know, sometimes, obviously, you do these little scenes in the big movie, and then maybe that spurs, you know, take a whole new franchise.
You might get your whole new.
But really, I just wanted the crowd. I wish the people could just see the scene we shot. It was such a great scene.
And you were playing can you tell us anything about it? About your character?
Yeah, because I'm not spoiling anything. It's been cut out.
Yeah.
I played a character called Captain Japan.
I'm sorry, you play a character called Captain Japan.
Have you not heard of him?
No, I have not heard of Captain Japan.
It's funny because the scene I shot was with Captain America. He hadn't heard of him either.
Wait a minute. So
it's a great scene.
It's a great scene. So you're Captain Japan, and
let me set the scene. I can
Okay.
it was a great. I mean, you're going to be sad when you hear it. The shit's hit the fan, right?
Right.
And all the Avengers are there. You know, they're all doing their. You know, they're working. Captain America and Batman, Boy Wonder, they're all there. And
no, those aren't. Anyway, go ahead. That's fine.
I'm pretty sure I saw him.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, Captain America comes around, and that's when he sees me.
And you're Captain Japan, and what do you look like? You know, what do you?
It's odd, almost identical to him, but just all red and white. Mm-hmm. And with the shield, we both have the shield, and mine's got the the rising sun on it.
Of Japan, yeah. You don't, yeah.
Exactly, and it's this moment where I'm like, I'm here to help. And he says, who are you? And I say, I'm Captain Japan. And he says, I've never heard of you. And I say, well, you would if we were in Japan. I'm really big in I'm really big in Japan. And I said, so what's the deal here? He says, you're not Japanese. I say, look, no, I was dating a girl. Anyway, and there was this whole reactor thing where, anyway, the relationship.
You were just dating a Japanese girl? That's it?
Listen, I don't write this stuff. I'm just, and I say, look, anyway, the relationship didn't work out, but the people there have really, I feel like they've really embraced me, And he says, do you speak Japanese? And I say, I know a few words,
He just knows a few words? He's Captain Japan and he only knows a few words of Japanese?
Everybody watch out,
He knows how to say that.
Get down. And right when you're not sure how this is going to go between us, some Japanese people come out.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Captain Japan.
Yeah.
And I look at them and I say, me not kill skill.
What?
Everybody watch out.
Oh. I have to say,
it just goes from there.
I'm disappointed.
Well,
for you.
Keep your fingers crossed for the franchise.
Yeah.
It still feels...
I don't think there's going to be a franchise. I'm just being honest. This is just me being honest. It doesn't feel like a franchise to me. It's a quote of yours, and I want to ask you about it.
Is it?
Yeah. Acting is easy. That's your quote from Tim Olyphant. Do you really believe that? Acting is easy?
They tell me what to say. They tell me what to wear. It's a piece of cake.
Really?
Stand over there and say this. Here, put this on.
But, what about, like, method actors?
No. Well, as you know, I am very method. So for me, it's difficult, but it could be easy. But for me, I go deep. Did you see that Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix where he's for that Andy Kaufman movie where he was in character? You saw it?
Yeah.
Because he's in character 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never breaks character. I watched that documentary in character.
Really?
My character hated it.
Your character didn't like it?
My character thought it was just narcissistic and pretentious. He watched like 20 minutes, and the only reason he didn't turn it off sooner is because he thought that Paul Giamatti might hit.
This is your character now, yeah.
Jim Carrey in the
wow,
face.
Incredible.
No, it's too bad, because I think I would have liked it.
Yeah. Do you do that a lot? Do you watch TV and just in character? Is that what you do? A lot of your life is in character.
When you're an artist, Conan, it's, you know what I mean? This is the life you lead.
You're telling me,
I don't need to tell you.
You're telling me. I'm like Mozart over here. In that I will die young. Please welcome our good friend, Timothy Olyphant. I get it. I get what you're doing. You're dressing. I see what you're doing. Very funny. Very funny. They told me he's got a little surprise for you backstage. You can't know what it is. And here we go. That's you make me look like a real dick. Yeah. I love it. So that was your fun little prank, is you're going to take the iconic Conan look that I created. And you're gonna make a fool out of me. Is that what you're gonna do?
First of all, and you know me, we're friends, so you'll vouch. Come on.
We are friends.
This has always been my look.
That has never been your look.
And this is your new look.
No.
You're doing my thing.
No, I'm
You're
not doing your. No,
Oh,
I'm not.
come on.
This was my thing.
This is my wardrobe. I just got dressed and I brought this from home.
You lie.
What?
You lie. First of all, you're a huge fan of the show, so you've watched every one in the new iteration. I know that you've seen what I'm doing on the air, and this is a sad attempt to, well, I think make fun of my look when all you're doing is making me look even cooler.
First of all, do you realize that the first time when I came on your show, however many years ago, this occurred to me the day I ran into your wife at a restaurant here, and she pointed out that when I saw you a few weeks ago on your...
the podcast.
You were on the podcast.
Yeah.
And she said that you compared me to a cat chasing a laser.
You were kind of all over the place. People loved it, but you were all over the place.
But it occurred to me that the first time we met and I was on one of your shows, you referred to me as the cool guy.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, how far we've come.
No. Look.
Right?
I do say...
We have gotten to know you.
Yeah,
right?
we've gotten to know you well. And I will say we have become friendly in real life. I don't have a lot of friends outside the show. I don't. And it's something, more of my own choice, and no one likes me.
Don't feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a reason for it.
Yeah. But we became...
It's hard to keep outsiders quiet, if you know what I mean.
But we became friendly. We became friendly outside the show, and what's weird is when we go places together, we make the oddest couple, and people have commented on it.
Do you know that we've become such good friends that the other night I went to a restaurant, and I got there I was meeting someone there, and the maitre d' said, meeting your wife? And I said, no, and they go, Conan?
That's true. That's true. That's a true story.
Your other wife?
Yeah. That's true.
It's true.
Oh, you know, this woman, do you remember this? This woman came up, this is a true story. This woman
we should dress alike when we go out to dinner.
We should.
Though. This is just, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, tell me the woman.
Yeah, you're like a cat with a laser. You know, just like... we were at a restaurant together, and this woman came up, and do you remember this?
Yes, I do remember this.
You tell the story, because she thought she was complimenting us. Go ahead.
So,
true story.
First of all, going out with Conan, there's a lot of like, Conan! There's a lot of big, like, people get excited, right?
Well,
that's kind of your...
I get people are happy to see me, I suppose, you know.
Come on, people get very excited.
It gets pretty nuts.
It gets crazy. Yeah. I don't have that problem.
No.
It's a different encounter, and it's anyway.
No, you get your hardcore fans too. You know?
But they tend to get a lot of. I think they confuse me as being perhaps a cool dude that I play on TV. So I get a lot of like, I see you over there. I don't want to make a big deal. I love what you're doing. And then they walk away, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's as good as it gets.
I never get that.
You get a lot of like, go down! Yeah, you get a lot of that.
I get people that just go like, do it! You don't even know what they're...
Yeah.
I'll be in a restaurant. I'll be in a restaurant, and I'll be like, the guy will be like, you might want to try the celery soup, and I'll be like, do it!
Yeah.
But anyway,
tell me
what
there's
happened.
one particular lady, it was so good. She managed to both compliment and offend us both in a single moment.
This is good.
She literally walked up to our table. She was so excited to see both of us. And she said, no, you don't understand. She said, if I could have a guy with, and she referenced to me, with your looks, and then she looked at you and said, and your brain. She literally, it's awesome.
Awesome.
She left, and both of us felt like shit. It was
literally
the rest of the night.
It was literally like, thank you,
Yeah.
you bitch.
You were cast in Quentin Tarantino's upcoming film that everyone's extremely excited about, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You get cast in this film. I know you're a huge Tarantino fanatic. Then you... you get cast in the movie.
Not anymore. He's got bad taste.
Yeah. But I was curious, like, I know how exciting that was for you,
Yeah,
and I
thank
remembered
you.
how, once you were done with the film, and I thought, I haven't had a lot of chance to talk to you since then. What was it like? You got to work with Brad Pitt. What was that like?
First of all, from the jump, the whole thing was a dream come true.
Right.
And the read-through, showing up, I showed up early, and I get there, and I'm early, my electric car, and the only person who arrived, well, just before me, I guess, was Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. Only he arrived on a chopper. And I kind of thought, well, there lies the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a fine...
You were in your electrified Kia.
It's a fine line. I mean, I kind of thought, yeah. I was like, look at us, both of us, no assistants, no entourage. We just showed up early.
Yeah.
I got the battery operated thing, and you got the... Yeah. But otherwise, we're like this. Yeah. I told my wife, that guy, he's as cool as it gets. And I've said to my wife, I told you that. I said, I've always said I'd never leave my wife for another woman, but there's a chance. I might leave her for Brad. He's just that wonderful.
Yeah. He has...
Well, also, she would have to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
He
she's
has
like,
that thing where you see men all the time, and then you see Brad Pitt and you go, oh, I get it. I get why women would want to be with that man. That's an incredibly good-looking guy.
Do you think this interview could get more gay? Like just the two of us?
I do.
You know what I mean? With the look,
I do think there's...
talking
I think
about-
there's 3 ways it could get more gay.
There's a...
No!
Conan.
I will never say what 3, and no, we're not gonna do it.
Appreciate that. That's very, very, very kind. Thank you. That's lovely. You, this one's mine?
Yeah.
Listen. Right back at you. It's important. We all want to, this is a...
Why do I want to hold this now?
I thought, I think it killed everything. You can use it.
Yeah. Just put that in there. Yeah.
This is not only for us. It's a PSA. It's like a public service. We're trying to help the people.
Yeah.
You got to wash your hands. This is what I know. You got to wash your hands frequently.
Yeah.
For 20 seconds.
Right.
Which, by the way, is exhausting. Have you tried? I mean, like my forearms are killing me.
Yeah.
If arm wrestling comes back, I'm ready.
Yeah. It's a lot. 20 seconds is a lot longer than you think.
That's what I just said.
And it was what you just said.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, Conan, and this is important, is if I understand it correctly, don't touch people's faces.
Right.
They say don't touch people's faces.
Well, you're supposed to touch your own face.
Oh, it's your own face.
It's your own face, yeah.
What were you doing before?
The other one's easier.
Yeah.
Damn it. Guys, we're screwed. Don't touch your face.
Yeah.
You know how difficult that is?
It is very hard.
That's a rule in a drinking game.
Yeah.
That's how difficult it is.
It is very hard to do, especially if one admires one's face. I'm a bit of a face toucher. I like the cheekbones, you know what I mean?
I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
How dare you point at me while wearing a hat? Yes. You had nothing.
What are you going to do about it?
You stopped.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. You stopped the flow of a professional show. You stopped the bus, and then you had nothing.
By the way, speaking of
Were
stop...
you hoping for a bird to land on your finger?
I try to pay attention. I think I heard it. I just can't keep up. It's too much.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right. So here's the deal. Speaking of breaking the flow.
Yeah.
I came on your podcast.
I want to talk about this. Yes. This
Good. Well, this is perfect then.
Yeah, this is perfect because I have a little bit of a bone to pick with you. I have a podcast that's been...
When he's not doing this, and he's not doing the travel thing, and then there's the knitting show.
Yeah,
that you also have. Then you do the podcast.
I got a lot of stuff going. You know,
That's
it's
right.
important to keep a lot of things going at the same time.
I can't wait to hear about the children that we don't know about.
You think that's why I'm doing that stuff?
I can't figure out why else.
There's no way to. If I had a secret child, there'd be a 6'4" girl with a pompadour walking around. There's no way I'm hiding a secret kid. All right. Anyway, this guy comes on my podcast and hilarious, wonderful guy. But then he keeps interrupting me to do commercials for his own stuff. You start doing commercials for products that you're promoting. You interrupted me like 15 times to promote your stuff. I've never seen anyone do that before.
And I want you to know that I'm not going to do that tonight. I don't want to, I promise you, I don't want to interrupt the flow of the thing because I felt like that was one of the things that was a little bit of a problem.
Yes.
So I won't do that. And the answer to your first question will be brought to you by Granix Apple Bitter Spray. It's a spray your dogs and cats hate. And you can spray it in their mouth if you need to, or you just spray stuff on your furniture. It's fantastic. Continue.
Are you getting money from them? You're getting actual money from the Granix people?
They said if you do it on the show, it's way more than the podcast.
Oh.
And pet supplies.
3 cases of apple spray.
What are you here to promote besides this product that you just mentioned? What are you really here to promote?
We'll get to it. We'll go just string them out.
Okay.
You want to hear them all right now?
No. I just thought maybe you've got something going on.
I just didn't want to break the flow, so I just wanted to throw it out there. Now you can ask your question, and it's brought to you by Granix Apple Bitter Spray.
All right. I wouldn't buy anything from that man.
We can do it.
You don't look trustworthy. I absolutely was delighted and loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think as did everybody. It was really cool.
Thank you. It was an honor and a pleasure to be a part of it. I've had a dream. I've had a lovely stretch of just working with all these heroes of mine. I did got to work with Quentin.
Yep.
Dream come true.
Yes.
Got to work with Larry David. Dream come true.
Yep.
The Fargo with Noah Hawley. Dream come true.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now I'm here. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go, but I just wanted to take a minute.
I loved it. I loved it. But you
had a
talked about
question.
this. You love Quentin Tarantino, and I'm just curious if you've learned anything about his process, because I know you've been a Quentin fan for years and years and years. Then finally you get the call. He wants you in this iconic movie. You got to see him work up close.
Yeah, it was
great.
special.
Yeah.
It was pretty special. It was quite an honor to be there, and it was just an incredible. He creates this incredible environment where he just loves making movies. So he has these things like that you'd never hear about. Like you're not allowed to have your phone on the set. Nobody. It's a fireable offense.
Right.
And a lot of people see it as like, oh, that's just him being controlling or what a pain in the ass. But what I thought was so lovely about it was more about kind of like making it a sacred place. Like saying, okay, when we come into this area, we're doing something super special. It's a dream come true. This place should be more sacred. We don't want to treat it. Just hold on a second. I got a text. But you know what I mean? It's like taking your shoes off before you go to church. Comedy.
Yeah. It was a text from Quentin Tarantino. I saw it.
Props,
Did I
Conan.
mention this?
People like props.
Did I mention this?
I brought the prop 1, prop 2. Boom, is there a third?
Gallagher 3.
Oh.
There's a Gallagher 1, a Gallagher 2, and now a Gallagher 3. I love it.
I could be the next Gallagher.
You could be.
I mean, it kind of feels like it's gone away enough that if it were to come back, people would be like, what is that?
Yeah.
With the watermelon?
Smashing a watermelon?
Yeah, the Olyphant smashing a watermelon. I think it's going to be big.
I've had the pleasure of getting to know you a little bit off camera.
We're close. We hang out.
We hang out.
Our families hang out.
Our families hang out.
Your kids call me Uncle Tim. My kids call you the talk show guy.
I think they should learn my name at some point. I really do. But your wife, Alexis, is absolutely lovely. She's a lovely woman. She's beautiful. She's been with you since the very beginning. You guys met when you were practically kids.
Yeah, we've been together like 30 years, something like that.
You've been through...
it feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Underwater. I've said it before. It's a terrible joke. It's a terrible joke. By the way, you know what's wonderful right now? The kids are all, 2 of them are in college, and then one's been gone the last couple days on like a senior trip of some kind. And we had like, you know, we had this whole thing where like, this is gonna be what it's gonna be like in a year or two when they're all gone, and oh no, it turns out it's awesome. Don't worry about it. That whole empty nest thing, it's like, oh, it's sad, we're gone, but it's awesome.
You like it?
Oh my God. First of all, people think you're in show business, that somehow kids are gonna be like, isn't that great, your dad's in show business? It's not, it's the same as any dad. They hate you. And they're not impressed.
No, they are not impressed.
No, you know what I realized the last couple days? Is there's nobody going, Dad, I can hear you. As if I'm taking up space in the house that I bought.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is nice.
Yes.
And
yes.
then my like couple days, it's just the 2 of us. And my wife's like, I'm gonna run to the grocery store. What do we need? And I literally said, milk and vodka. And she said, that's it? And I said, we have coffee.
Yeah.
I was like, we didn't feel like we really needed anything.
I gotta wash my balls with something.
I heard that.
Yeah.
It was a Tito's thing. By the way, and I hadn't planned it, but Tito's is good. They say all vodka tastes the same. Not as far as I'm concerned. Tito's.
You're gonna get so much Tito's.
So
You're
good.
gonna get so much Tito's.
I mean, I'm trying to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't work a lot. I don't particularly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't work a lot?
No, I'm
What,
not.
once upon a time in Hollywood, what was that, 2 days, 3 days?
Now, Andy, honestly, 2.5 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a
A
lot.
lot of cutting room floor.
A lot of cutting room floor.
yeah.
You know
Did I
what?
mention
I don't
this?
care. I loved every second of it. I'm sorry. Were we interrupting you?
Oh. You know what I'm wishing? You know what I'm wishing? I am wishing I wore a hat like that on the show. I'm wishing I had a hat like that on the show, because I'm noticing you get to do one thing, but then when you start to tell a story, you push it back. And you get into the yarn you're gonna tell. And that's a move you only see cowboys do.
Yeah.
I would do that every time on this show. I'd do the setup to the joke, blah, 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 and then I'd push it back and go, so you can wash your ball. I would do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I saw it. We all saw it.
When you pointed out your props, I was about to say, well, don't forget the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good looking hat.
It's good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I didn't mean
You
it.
know a guy down, you know,
What production did you steal it from?
you know what?
See, I know the deal.
No, he had that made. He knows real hat
really?
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but the same guy who made the hats for the shows that I've been, you know, I've had the fortune of being in a bunch of these shows where I wore hats and just walked around, was cool.
Right.
And there's a guy, you know what? I'm gonna just tell you, I'm not even gonna make it a cheesy commercial. Baron hats. Yeah, but he's now downtown.
Oh.
Yeah, he moved downtown. It's fantastic. Hollywood Hat Maker. You know what I'm talking about. They've been around. They've been making hats for everybody. The
Folks,
guys
if you're in downtown,
I'm down. You go down there
and
and
you want to
make
get a hat that
Tell them
looks
Tim
like,
sent you.
Yeah.
And
Baron
'cause
hats.
I would like more free hats.
Yeah.
They're not cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think hats work for me. If I wore that hat, may I try? Is it okay? If this has been washed?
Yeah.
All right.
I just threw it on because I need a haircut.
It looks so good on you, and then I put these things on.
Yeah. I feel you. But wait, you went to.
I got a story for you. It's not the same. You know what I mean? I got a giant melon.
Yeah, that looked like your dirt bowl, your Dust Bowl farm got foreclosed on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took my farm.
Yeah.
I should wear that hat and a tie that stops here. And overalls. That's what I should wear.
I still trying to think of that the image of you with that hat. What's that from? It looks like that little animated thing, but I can't think of what it is.
What's that?
I don't know, but let's all stop and think about it. We'll cut it out later.
No. Oh, this is staying in. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
We're gonna find it, and they're gonna because you got some people here, and they're on top of it.
No.
And they're gonna find it, and they're gonna put it up next to me.
Go.
And people are gonna okay.
Look at that guy. That's a well-meaning guy.
It's a cartoon. What if it's just a recent animated thing?
That's a guy that means well, and he's sorry his tractor did all that damage. Yeah.
So
I'm
good.
sorry. I didn't mean to.
Really good.
It's lovely when you come by the show. And
I love being here. Thanks for having me.
And I have many
very kind of
people, every time you're on, this is a comment I get from a lot of people. I don't know if you've heard it as well, but people tell me they love it when Tim's on.
Yeah.
Because you're so loose. It's almost as if, I'm not saying you've been drinking backstage. But you have the looseness of a man who's had a few.
God damn
You're
it.
wearing
Hold on a second. You guys gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
That's not getting by me, buddy.
You hugged me.
No.
You hugged me.
Who wears,
And
let me
then-
see, who wears this on a talk show?
There it is. There it is. Yeah. Listen, man.
You're getting on Wiki feet.
There's no one better. Tim Olyphant, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. My guest tonight, of course, is a very talented actor. We'll get to you in just a second. Please. No, don't read ahead. Is a very talented actor.
Keep going.
Who starred in the popular TV shows.
I don't like this whole sitting down thing.
Justified and Deadwood.
Will this work?
No, this is awful. He was also in the I said Quentin. He's also in the Quentin Tarantino film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Please welcome what says here our good friend. We'll fix that later. Timothy Olyphant. Timothy, where are you? Yes! Good to see you, buddy.
Shit, I blew it. I came out with the mug and I gave away.
No, it's fine.
It was supposed to be here. Do you want to do it again?
No,
because
that's
I'm supposed
fine.
to come out and it's there.
Trust me.
But I kind of gave away.
It's fine. It's beautiful. Please.
Although, because he got up, we do have to take his temperature again.
Is that Andy?
Yeah, Wait, what's that?
Is that Andy?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Which one is it?
Tim, I'm over here.
Over that way.
I'm
there
over
you
here.
are.
I'm the one
For a second.
that's vaguely movable.
Sometimes it was hard to tell at first. I don't know if it's because the cardboard cutouts are so lifelike or.
Yeah, we get it.
Look, the point is, you have brought a
Can
lot of
I-
energy. Oh, sorry.
May I?
Yeah.
May I?
Go ahead.
Because I know
forgot
I-
I shouldn't do a lot of talking here on Conan. Go ahead.
Conan. What is your last name?
It's O'Brien.
O'Brien. My brother called today, by the way. I told him I was coming to see you. He said, tell him he's still my favorite O'Brien.
That's a lousy.
Anyway, no, hold a second. Because a lot of times, and you were alluding to this, I'll come on your show, if we can still call it that.
What the hell's going on? This is.
Just, hey, take it easy. And you know, we do bits.
Yes.
And I run around, and we talk. I have a lot of pre-planned anecdotes, and
Yes.
One might argue that I interrupt you a lot, but I want you to know today, I'm just here to listen.
That's really great. Because you don't do a
Can I
lot
ask
of.
you a quick question first?
Yes.
Though? When's the audience coming back?
They're not coming back. Here's what I think is going to happen. Our plan is, as you know, we're wrapping up the day in, day out show. That the final one is on June 24th. So the
Right.
last 3 weeks, we're going to be, we're going to sort of really ramp it up, do a lot of fun, look back, and then the last 2 weeks, audiences, real audiences.
So in like 2 weeks?
No. Don't. We want you here now.
Can't wait to see him.
No. I'm
Can't wait
saving.
to see him.
No, Tim, come back. I want you here. We've tested you.
Why do I have to be here now?
Because we've tested you. You do very well with cardboard. You're an electrifying presence. You don't need an audience. You and I have a thing. People talk about it. It's a thing we have.
Is that? And we're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sort of what's the word? Antipathy. Is that it?
Yes.
Sort of, we bump up against each other. you know, there's a anger and a jealousy, but there's also a love and affection.
It's been too long, though. I haven't seen you in, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw each other once, like early in this whole
pandemic.
Yeah.
I came to your house. Do you remember this? I came to your house and sat in your front yard.
Oh, that's right.
With your wife and kids, and we all sat around wearing masks, and I chatted you guys up, and then your kids gave you like a signal, which clearly meant he's got to go. I saw them do that. They're very cool, beautiful kids, but they made it clear that I should move along, and it was sad, and then I just walked away from your house like a sad hobo.
I miss seeing you. I miss hanging out with you.
Well,
going to dinner. It's opening up now. We get the wise. We could go out to dinner.
Let's not rush it.
I enjoy hanging out with you.
Let's not rush it. Let's wait another year.
In person, you're very interesting. You know what I mean? I feel like the audience doesn't. The audience doesn't see that side of you. You're very fascinating when we get together in real life.
He basically just said you've been boring for 30 years.
So you're saying, you know me personally, and you think in person.
In person.
But on TV, what happens?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Right? But you know what? How many weeks you got left?
We got a couple of weeks left.
It's not too late. Let them in. Let them in.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be.
You know what I mean?
What are you holding your gaze on the audience for? Just, you know, the money's over here. It's right here. This is the prize right here.
I see you, Neil Young.
Yeah. You've been doing so much great stuff. I understand you went back to school during quarantine.
I did. I went back to college. Yeah.
Well, how'd you do that? Did you do it online?
I did. I realized I wasn't going to be working for a while, even though, I realized, like many people out there, I wasn't going to be working for a while, but I was fortunate enough to be able to, I didn't have my degree. I never got my degree.
Oh, you never got your degree?
Yeah, no, I was like 2.7 units shy of a degree. And it was just kind of sitting there for years and years and years. And then I realized.
This is USC?
I went to USC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I realized my wife and I were taking classes anyway, just kind of online classes. They were really kind of fun, and I realized, wait, I should take a class and get my degree. We're here, I got the time, it was amazing. So I called up, I reached out to some advisor, academic people over at the campus, and they pulled up my file from whatever, and I re-enrolled and got my student ID, and reached out to the fine art department because I could take, it was anything, I could do elective, but I was like, I really want to go back and work with the fine art department again. And then it turns out my college professor, one of my college professors who I was so fond of and worked so closely with, the wonderful Ruth Weisberg, who became the dean of the fine art department. I'm going to get into more detail. It's going to be fascinating for you and I think for the listeners. Mm-hmm.
Did you take a course online in finishing an anecdote by any chance? Those take time. Forget it.
Listen.
I think it's great that you went back. First of all,
back.
You're a talented artist. I don't think people know that about you. You're a very talented artist, and you went back and you got your degree.
I got my degree, and I got to work with the same, not only did I go back 30 whatever years later, I worked with the same professor who I worked with when I was in college, and it was just an amazing experience.
I want to show people a picture of you. Yeah, we have it. This is you at USC.
There you go.
And absolutely incredible. Andy, any thoughts?
I think we showed this once before, and I said, that is a really cute lesbian.
Yeah. I just wanted to hear it again.
That was me.
You're adorable.
They put my, I was on the, I was going to make a crew team joke. Remember the USC thing? The girl put her head on a thing, and then they put her on the crew team.
Yeah, there was during the college cheating scandal. They put, some of the moms that were indicted were caught putting the girl's head on the body of someone who was really rowing on the crew team, even though their kid didn't row crew.
Right, and then she got kicked out of school for that.
Yeah.
Which I think was the wrong course of action.
You thought that was the wrong punishment? What's the right punishment?
They should have forced her to can do crew.
You mean, because crew is what? You got to get up there at like 5 in the morning?
Yeah, can you imagine? When that one went down and she was like, I guess I'm out of here, they should have said, no, sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, practice tomorrow morning. We'll see you there. Put her on a little canoe, whatever it was, you know?
It's not a canoe.
Stroke.
Have you ever done crew?
No,
Okay, because you just called it a canoe.
You look like you did crew, though.
Thanks a lot, pal. You don't get these broad shoulders just hanging around.
What sports did you play? Let me say it again. What sports did you try to play?
Well, that's terrible. That's mean, try to play.
What sports did you play?
I was a fine hacky sack player. I ran track for a while in high school, was not very good and didn't do well at it. I had very small lungs at the time.
That's what the problem was, the lungs?
I think it was very small lungs.
The lungs.
Disproportionately small lungs. But I ran
Did you have those giant feet, like, where you just couldn't, like, it was just tough? Come on, did you? You did, right?
I wasn't like a baby brontosaurus.
No, yeah, you did, though, right?
Yes.
My son, who you know, he was a tall, lanky kid.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And I remember once talking to him, and I think we were talking about skiing. Yeah. And I was like, come on, we're all going to go skiing. We'll go snowboarding. And he's like, come on, Dad, I don't want to ski. Why not? He's like, look, oh, come on, man. I got a hard enough time walking. I feel like that's what
I had very large feet.
Yeah.
Still do. And
did you ever trip in a competition and just fall, like on nothing? Did that ever happen?
Yes.
Where you just literally out of the blocks and you fell?
Yeah. I fell before they fired the gun, and I fell after they fired the gun.
I know.
No, I shouldn't have been out there. I shouldn't have been out there. You, of course, a terrific athlete.
We have photos and video footage of it now.
No, we don't.
Nope.
There's no footage of it. I had it destroyed. So this is your fun thing to do. You're obviously a very talented man, a very good-looking man, a very good athlete, and you love to come on here and point out that I'm not those things. That's your fun little game.
No, I just was wondering what sports you did.
Sure you did.
You said track.
Yeah.
Okay.
High school. I didn't play a sport in college. Let's just say comedy was my sport.
And I know you well, and I know you're a legend. Not just now, like people know you're a comedy legend, but you were like a comedy legend in college.
I love this part of the interview.
You were the youngest person to ever be the editor of the thing at the school.
What a lovely tribute. What a lovely, well thought out. You know what'd be great?
They had a magazine.
You know what'd be great if you hosted a reimagined version of This Is Your Life.
You didn't do
it's coming on this channel.
He didn't
June
do any
25th.
research at all.
Yeah.
So it was like Conan O'Brien. You did a thing with the thing,
Right.
and then you met somebody, and then there was another thing.
It's going to be huge.
That was your life.
June 25th, TBS.
24th. Last
No,
show.
that's when your show ends. My show starts the next day.
Oh.
That's why I'm here. Was that not clear? I'm here to promote my show.
We'll get to that.
It's called The Guest. We're flipping it.
Listen,
They said, do you want to host? I said, no, I like being the guest. And they said, we could do that. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. So it's going to be...
so it's the guest with
every week.
Timothy Olyphant, and you're the guest every week.
Every night.
Every night.
It's nightly.
Wow.
What do you do now? 2 nights, 3 nights a week? How many nights a week do you do?
We do 4.
All right, but...
Clearly, big fan. Hey!
So The Guest, 4 nights a week, TBS.
I'm going to say one full sentence if it kills me. You played a marshal.
You could come on and be a host one night.
You can be a host.
I can't. Why? Why do we even bother?
Tonight's host, Conan O'Brien. And then you come on.
That's funny.
Right? You get it? It's a flip.
Incredible. I don't know where you get these ideas. It's impressive. You always have good ideas. Your kids must have been impressed that you were in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
They love that.
Because it was the coolest movie. It's Tarantino, and then it's all these huge stars. You took them to the premiere, right?
I took the oldest 2. I can't remember why the youngest one didn't come. They'd never been to a premiere. It was very exciting. They really enjoyed it. You know, it was amazing. I mean, it's really nice now that they're older and that you can kind of do these things. And you know, I think they're enjoying it. and it's not so relatively not so crazy and bizarre and overwhelming. But they love Tarantino movies, and they were thrilled to that. And they met Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, and all of that was very exciting.
I would think so.
They
Yeah.
flipped over Snoop Dogg, though.
Snoop Dogg was there?
Snoop Dogg was at the premiere. It was really quite something. It's amazing the power of music, and specifically him, I guess, because they had met all these incredible people. They were very excited, or it seemed cool, and they were having. And then Snoop walked in, and it was like, oh, they just went.
Right, it's a whole other level of excitement.
Oh my God! They went, yeah. They were like, oh my God, and we're like, what? It's like Snoop's here, and I was like, should we? I had a friend in common, and they're like, yes, they want to go meet Snoop. So my wife, it was my wife, our oldest daughter, and my son. We walked over, and my friend introduced me to Snoop, and God bless him. He looked at me and just said, "You're a bad mother."
Yes.
I know, right? Because I tried to play it real cool.
That's the ultimate compliment from
I
Snoop.
tried to play it real cool, and I was like, wow, thanks. And he goes, no, you're a bad. He said it twice. And inside, because my kids are right there, inside, there's a little me going, yes, yes, right? Like, yeah, see? Told you.
Yeah.
Right?
He says that a lot, though.
Doesn't matter.
He met my mom like 8 years ago, and that's what he said to her. You bad mother. My mom high-fived him. Then they smoked some chronic out in an alley. It was a good time. But I'm glad he said it to you, too.
You know what?
You know what?
It's rude. You're just upstaging my anecdote.
Nope, not at all.
It wasn't even that good of an anecdote.
No, it was a good anecdote, but you know what I did? I put a little cherry on the sundae.
Took it to another level.
You know what?
I'm going to start over.
Nope, no time for that. Listen, there's no transition. We can't afford those now. You get mistaken a lot for actor Josh Duhamel, okay? In fact, today I was pretty sure we booked Josh Duhamel. We were excited. And then
that's why I'm here.
Again.
I'm here to promote something on Netflix that he's doing. That's why I'm here.
Isn't it stunning, Andy?
Now they just call
it's stunning how much he looks like Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
Here's a side-by-side picture of the two of them. Yeah. I don't even know. I can't tell which one is you.
You know, he did.
I think, though, Duhamel is like the large version and he's the medium version. Because Duhamel is a big, tall man.
Yeah. No, this is true. I can vouch. I tell you, he did my. God bless him. He did my family Christmas card. He posed with my family, and we sent it out as my. Yeah.
Is that true?
That's absolutely
true.
true.
Wait, so you got Josh Duhamel to pose with your wife and kids, and you're not in the picture?
Yeah, no, I have it on my phone. I'm going to show it to you. So for years I've been hearing, this goes way back, early 2000, I've been hearing, this guy Josh Duhamel? I was like, no, he said, you guys look a lot alike, and we had friends in common. And then I'd get mistaken for him, and my wife just would love that. She'd just needle me, like, oh, it's Josh Duhamel, and I'd be like, off. And she loved it, though.
Yeah.
And then we had friends in common, so I knew we had this mutual thing. We get mistaken for one another. So we're at a Dodger Stadium, and for a charity event that Clayton Kershaw was putting on, my buddy A.J. Ellis at the time was playing for the Dodgers. There's a lot of names involved. You want me to tell you about all the people, the college professor again?
I'll pay you not to.
Thank you. So anyway, help me out. Stay on track.
I'm right here. I'm right here with you. You're playing this charity event.
We're at
Dodgers.
And there he is.
Josh Duhamel.
Yes. And we've never met. And as soon as we see each other, just laughter. Just laughter. Just years of what we both. And anyway, long story short, if that's still possible, I say, hey, dude, my whole family's here. Would you take a picture with them? And he very kindly obliged, and it was wonderful. But we sent this out as happy holidays from all the Olyphants and Josh. Here's the picture here. Where am I putting it? Look at that. So all I know is that right around the holidays, my brother calls me from my mom's place. He says, I'm here at Mom's, and your Christmas card's on the refrigerator with all the holiday cards. And Mom's saying, don't everyone look great? And my brother says, Mom, that's not Tim, right? She's like, what are you talking about? She goes, that's not Tim in the card.
Your mom didn't
She
know?
goes, that's an actor named Josh Duhamel. And I swear to you, according to my brother, he said, Mom peeks in and goes, I thought he looked taller. Yeah. I sent that. We now exchange holiday cards. He's on the holiday card mailing list. He got a card that year from us, and I got a card from him. And the only difference is he was in both cards, yeah. So you know what? He can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. Everyone should watch his show.
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's like a superhero thing. I think it's great.
Yeah. And he'll be watching your show, The Guest, starring Timothy Olyphant.
The Guest. He could come on and be a host.
Yeah. You're not taking that mug with you. We're hanging on to those. Those are collector's items. Tim, you're a wonderful fellow.
It is. Go ahead.
I was just going to wrap it up.
Someone needs to. I mean, it seemed like it's a lot of pressure. This is our last interview on this particular show.
So what? There have been so many versions of my shows.
Right.
That whatever. You know, you shouldn't feel any pressure.
But this is the last. Like I read, and we haven't even talked about this. What did the doctors say? What do you have, and how long have they given you?
Let's get that rumor started. They said it's just too much talent. And it is destroying my immune system. I have so much talent.
Right.
And they said, you've got to just stop for a while.
I know it hurts for me to be so close to it.
Trust me.
You know what I mean? Like I can feel it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when I first read, and you know this because I called you, because I read when I read that this version of this show is ending.
Right.
I have to say, because we've been friends for a long time, and so when I read it, I thought immediately, as soon as I saw it, I thought, what does this mean for me? And then,
right.
I thought, oh, and Andy. And then I thought I should call Conan.
Yeah, you did. Several weeks later, I heard from you. Yeah.
Because...
but whatever. You will always be, in some version, doing something with each other.
Romantic. I feel like before I go, I should say something of value about how much this show and this friendship, and we met on this show.
That's true.
Yeah,
no, you came on the show,
right,
and you came on the show, and we became friendly, and I knew right away this is a guy who will be a friend of mine and interrupt me in my personal life and my professional life. Never let me finish a sentence. This is a guy who can do that for me the rest of my life.
I think I said something, that bit we did. We should get together and we talked about this bit idea, and I remember saying we should get together and actually do that. And you said, or we could just get together and go have dinner and drinks or something like that.
And not do the bit.
And not do the bit, which crushed my show business dreams. But because I think the bit could have been big. But I really appreciated it. And then it was just sort of like, yeah, give me your number. We exchanged numbers, boom, 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 done. A lot of times in show business, somebody says, hey, we should have dinner. Then the next thing I know is I have someone's assistant reach out to my agent who reaches out to me. Right. And then I never see that person.
Well, I can't do that
because I'm not interested in
my
that.
assistant doesn't do anything I ask her to do. Okay. To be fair, you would have screwed that up if I had said, can you call Tim Olyphant? You'd have screwed it up.
That's not true.
It is true. You would have called him and set up a dinner with you and Tim.
Oh, yeah. That's
in fact, he's really cool. Yeah. Listen, whatever that's, listen, I know you've told me about the problems.
Yes.
With Sona. What?
They're legendary.
He said you're aware of them. And then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Excellent assistant. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
But you know this over the years. I don't know how many years it's been. We don't ever I never get like, oh, Conan wants to have dinner at this restaurant. He just handles it all on his own.
Yeah.
That's me. That's what I do.
I see that as a sign of. This is, by the way, we can stop the cameras.
They ran out of tape. Tim, they ran out of tape about 40 minutes ago.
Frank, how are we doing, by the way? Do we feel
I had it. We have it, and I
Do we
wrapped
feel
it up.
like we have something? Do we want to?
No, we've got it.
Hear more about your teacher that you haven't seen.
I'm ending this. We have it in spades.
Ruth Weisberg, first of all, is a wonderful woman, wonderful work.
We have to turn the theater back over.
And still...
to the people that own it.
Yeah, there's a high school graduation coming in.
Yeah, we have to get out of here. But listen, you are a terrific guest. You are a very good friend. And whatever I do next, you'll be a part of it. I promise you, even if you don't want to be.
Oh, that's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, it'll be great. So,
is there money involved?
No, there'll be no money involved.
Just friendship and loyalty and stuff like that?
Not even friendship. Hey,
what?
Thank you so much for coming.
You know what?
Timothy Olyphant, there's no one else like you, and we thank the good Lord every day.
You guys are the best. You're the best.
I've noticed that when I talk to you, you either make no eye contact with me or too much.
Damn it.
You'll be talking to me, but looking straight across the room that way at the wall that says Sirius XM, or you'll be riveted to me and your eyes don't blink at all, like a reptile. So what's the story with that?
Do you have a prep? You have a...
I love you looking away. It's really, because...
I'm not looking away for the rest of the interview. Get used to it, buddy. Here it comes.
Seriously, you just... Yeah. I've never seen that technique before, Tim. I've been wanting to tell you something for quite a long time now, and I'm looking completely not at you.
I was looking for the door.
I could tell. You wanted out.
Listen... Just, you got questions?
Yeah, I do, but whenever I start, you cut me off.
I don't think that's true.
With, let's check the tape. So far, Adam, has there been some cutting off, to be fair?
There's been a little cutting off.
Okay,
a little bit.
Perfect.
But you heard that one point where I was like, okay, I'm not going to cut him off. And it went on forever.
You started shaving during one of my anecdotes, which I thought was incredibly rude. And you brought all the props. It was very impressive.
All right, let's switch the tone. Let's get to know people.
Okay.
Ready?
Go. I'm going to get to know you.
Okay.
And then you're free to...
I got follow-up questions.
Yeah, you can cut me off with your follow-up questions. I want to first say that I think you're a terrific actor. Now, I've talked to you before about acting, and sometimes I call you up with questions about acting.
Yeah.
Because I think you're very smart about acting, and I like to ask you, in that movie, did you like that movie? What did you think about what that person was doing? And you always break it down, and you have a very good, smart, intuitive analysis of what that person's doing. I don't know how to do any of that. This may shock you, but I am not an actor. I don't have an actor's soul. I don't even understand how it works. I'm not. I couldn't be in a scene with you. Could you imagine if you had to do a scene with me in a movie?
You see what happens when I don't cut them off?
I actually wish you cut him off a little earlier.
Jesus.
Where's this going? Is this about you?
I said you were a terrific actor.
You did. You started with a compliment, but then you went on about your thing.
Yeah.
With
exactly.
what are you worried about? First of all, you're a comic genius.
No, let's not get crazy.
Listen, if you want to ask us,
okay,
I'll ask
comic
us
genius.
right back. You're a comic genius.
Sure.
And you've been a comic genius for like 60 years now.
Okay, now it's getting crazy.
I once... we went on a road trip together.
We did?
I don't know if you call it a road, but it was a pretty lengthy drive. And I heard all about your beginnings. And it's really quite phenomenal. Are you writing a book? Are you gonna...
you listened to... I thought you and I went on a road trip. And you heard about my beginnings. And I'm thinking...
That's what I just said.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, it was just up the coast. It was just...
yeah, we drove up the coast.
Yeah, we drove up the coast.
You and I had a romantic getaway. Let's just call it what it was.
I know. I thought it was it was going to be the first of many, by the way.
I thought we were going to be the male Thelma and Louise, which, when you think about it, is a stupid idea.
Well, you got the red hair.
That's true. Yeah. I'm Gina Davis.
Wouldn't you be Susan Sarandon with the hair? Wasn't her hair kind of reddish?
Yeah, but Gina Davis is taller. I think I would be Gina Davis. I mean, listen again. The listeners are going to decide, but I think it's, right? Gina Davis.
All right. Yeah, you'd be Gina Davis.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Nice scene with Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I gave him a start.
Right.
So there.
You and him with the hairdryer.
Okay.
You remember that?
I do.
It's a good scene.
again, there you are with your good acting mind breaking down a scene. I don't know how you do it. And
I'm sorry, I cut you off, but is there a question? I'm being serious.
Why does this have to be a question?
I don't know what these things are.
When it's you and me, it's not like any other podcast. Yes, usually I have questions.
Okay.
There's kind of a flow to it. But what you and I have and what the fans expect is something frustrating that starts and stops, that takes wild turns, that maybe ends up being less than the sum of its parts. That's what they want from us.
I'm just worried about the ones that, like, if my wife were listening right now, she would have turned it off by now.
Well, first of all, she does that when we go to dinner.
She's like, enough.
She often reaches over and tries to turn a volume button on my head that isn't there.
Yeah.
I've seen her try to change the channel on me when the four of us are out to dinner. And my wife is right along with her on that one.
It's true, isn't it? They're like, you guys go.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yep.
Our lives are very different. My work has always been, you stay in this one place and you do this and you don't move. Here's your talk show desk. Don't you fucking move. Your life, which I've always kind of envied, is, like you said, there's this gig in Wales and suddenly you're living in Wales for a couple of months. I've always been fascinated by that. Does that get old or do you still love it?
I always wanted to have a talk show. I just want to, and I still to this day.
It's like one of those body switch movies.
I have a whole fantasy about just like having a talk show. I read about someone's giving up their talk show and I think to myself, should I raise my hand? What's the deal? I feel like I'd love that regular
Would
gig.
you like that?
Well, I think the answer is yes. Yeah, I love routine. I do love routine. I'm being serious. My day, like I like the routine of it. I like, what is it that I like about it? I don't know, but I always thought it'd be really cool.
To have a talk show.
To have a talk show, yeah.
What about the day in and day out? Over and over again. Could you do that? Wouldn't you miss, I'm going to Japan now. To be in a robot movie.
No, I mean, for years, I don't think I would. I think I'd enjoy it. I enjoy talking to people. You know what I mean? Even though that we're starting to have an actual conversation here, but I
tricked you into it. You see what I did?
You did. You lulled me.
Yeah. There was some stuff at the beginning, but that's our process. And then we get to this. But you know what you are? You're always been a hilarious talk show guest.
Thank you.
Again, people, when they talk to me about appearances that people have made, Kevin Nealon's name comes up, and obviously Norm Macdonald's name comes up, and these different names comes up, and your name pops up a lot. People liked you doing panel. They liked you because you come at things from a very different angle. You've got a very quirky, dry sense of humor, very funny. People enjoy it.
I appreciate it. I never thought, do I have a dry sense of humor?
I think you do. Well, you have a dry delivery. You have a dry delivery.
Oh.
You have a very dry delivery.
Because I feel like I'm just like a puppy dog. Like I'm like one of those loud. Do you think of that? I mean,
no. Who thinks of you as a loud? You're not a loud guy.
My kids.
Well, you're always angry around your kids. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of God damn it, and then Lex is like, Tim, take it easy, and you say, you quiet, woman. And you do a lot of that.
Right.
And there's a lot of, who touched my drink? And I need more to drink. So there's that.
And when the one food is touching the other food.
These foods can't touch.
Right. When the eggs are touching the toast, and I just lose it.
You know what's crazy? Do you ever remember the movie Sleeping with the Enemy, Julia Roberts, where she's with the crazy type A husband, and he needs everything to be just perfect, or he flies into a rage?
Sadly, I missed it.
Okay, it's many, many years ago.
But I'm a fan of, just the other day watched Aaron Brockovich, which is a much better movie, I'm guessing, than the one you're talking about.
Yeah, the one I'm talking
keep
about
going with your
is the
anecdote.
one that everyone came to see because it was, oh God, again, I'm shamed every time I speak on Conan O'Brien's podcast by Tim Olyphant. It's ridiculous.
It's called Conan Needs a Friend.
Needs is the operative word.
Exactly.
Yeah, I need help here.
That's what I'm
I've
pointing
never
out.
needed you more.
That's what I'm trying to...
And I've been trying to actually talk to you. I've been trying to talk to you and hang out for like 6 months, and the only way to do it was to book you on the podcast.
Wow.
What kind of friendship is that? Suddenly, we're together because I booked you on the podcast.
First of all, a true buddy would have been like, where are you? You know, like, you're like, oh, I'm coming. I was in New Orleans for 2 months. You could have said, oh my God, let's go visit Olyphant in New Orleans. We'll go hit Jazz Fest. We'll cruise around.
Oh, I can't take Jazz Fest.
You know what would have been amazing about Jazz Fest?
Noodling, scale noodling.
First of all, here's the thing at Jazz Fest. People go and there's large groups, and in order to find people in the crowd, people have flags and stuff. So they're like, that's our group. But with you, we could have just been like, where's Conan? We could just see you.
Right.
We're like, there's that red
inflatable thing outside of a car lot.
Right, we're just looking
flapping around.
We're just looking for like a really unattractive Gina Davis.
Okay, you know what?
Where is she?
I didn't come here.
Where is she?
To be called an unattractive Gina Davis.
You could have flown out. Here's the main point.
I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not a kind of guy who says it's time for me to hit the Big Easy and hang with Oliphant at the Jazz Fest.
Yeah,
that's the opposite of who I am. No, I can't do that.
I was working.
What kind of jazz are they playing? Is it like... Is it that kind of thing?
I think there is a tent for that.
How about... Is that happening? Because I can't do that.
Just give a third example, because I think people want it. It's amazing. You don't know how much I could just see you in Star Wars on that last one. I could have seen you. You could have been in the bar.
Right, and there could have been little, subtitles underneath me saying, I'll give you 40 Griebgars for the Glub Glub.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn.
If your brother listened to the first one and thought, what did he say? He learned...
Nothing.
Nothing. And too much.
Too much. How'd we do?
I think we hit it again.
Oh, I don't know. It just feels, I'm not sure. Okay, you guys are the best, and they're encouraging us. I don't know if that's true, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, you had a harrowing story.
It's gone by...
Where you thought your life was almost over, right?
How long have we been talking?
Just under an hour.
Just under an hour.
Yeah.
And then the ads
and
that
there's
you do are...
What's that?
35 minutes worth of ads?
No.
Are you doing the 10-minute preamble thing? Is that what you call it?
Yeah. We don't call it the preamble.
What do you call it?
The intro.
It's a 10-minute intro?
I think so, yeah. I really don't know much about the podcast.
I've listened to the podcast, and I just know that at least once you just did away with the intro.
Yeah, occasionally.
Because it was such a special occasion.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be one of those, is it?
We'll have 3 intros in this one.
3 intros.
And then we'll end with
intermission.
Then 6 outros.
Exactly. There's a little intermission. Let's take a little break. You know what? When we're done, I'd like to record a 10-minute intro as well. I'd like to do an intro before your intro.
That's a great idea.
I love that. Yeah, sure.
Please. Let's do that.
Done. Yeah.
Are you serious? Let's do it. No, I think that's a really funny idea.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
We can do it right now.
If you're up for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, let's end this one.
Yeah, let's end this. That's a good idea.
Tim, are we going out to dinner tonight?
I'm up. I'm available. I'm around. Are you you backing out?
No, I'm not backing out.
Tomorrow's also good if that's better for you, because you might be jet lagged.
No, I'm not jet lagged.
Are you coming downtown?
Because I'll do as I'm told. This is your city now.
I came uptown for this, so I assume you kind of...
I've heard the Hard Rock Cafe is a cool spot.
The one downtown. Very cool.
Okay. As long as I get to eat an okay hamburger near a guitar,
you know what's
I'm happy.
Sad is now that I've agreed to do an intro, I realize how difficult your job is.
No, you're going to kill it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's just Adam and I just shooting the shit? What is it?
I don't know. You had this idea, and now you have to do it.
Yeah, but you have like...
It doesn't have to be 10 minutes. It could be a quick intro.
I'm not even usually a part of it. It's really
that's my
mostly him.
point. But you're talking to where are they?
I'm going to leave the room right now.
No, where are they? There's usually someone you're talking to.
Sona and Gorley.
Sona and Gorley.
Yeah,
they're not here yet. They're not in town yet.
What do you mean they're not in town yet?
They're not here yet.
But they're coming?
Yeah.
I got to come back to do the intro?
I think
you can just do it solo.
Yeah, you can do it solo.
I'm going to do an
Do it with
intro
Adam.
solo.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just say, the premise is really funny. I like the whole premise is, I know I listened to the podcast. There's always an intro, and I just wanted to have an intro before Conan's intro.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've earned that. Whatever, you'll kill at that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get out.
Okay, cool.
You are my friend for real. You know that, right?
I do know
There's
that.
no backing out now.
I know that's true. We're going out. You're hanging out. You got another interview after this?
I have a meeting after this, and then this is all fun stuff for the listener.
And
then
this actually probably is. This might be better than just.
I'm going. Yeah.
So what do you got after this?
I've got a meeting with the guy that runs Sirius.
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know.
Keep this rolling. This is good. what actually happens?
I think they're letting me go.
No, but
before
what
we
is,
even.
They're going to just say, "Hey, numbers
I don't
are
know.
great. Things are going
No,
well."
we haven't even launched yet. So there's nothing. Our Sirius channel hasn't launched. I think it's just going to be a, "Hey, man, good to see you" meeting. I hope.
Oh, really? Thanks for doing this. Appreciate you being a part of it.
Yeah.
This is okay. I didn't know this was. Okay. So that's cool. So you got that going for you. How long is that? How long did you schedule
I have that
meeting?
meeting going for me. Yeah, it's a big deal.
I love that you still have to do meetings.
I'm going to a meeting right after this. Scott Greenstein, he's the big deal here at Sirius.
I know that dude. That dude owes me money. No,
okay.
Listen, is this one of those things? This is me and you talking. This is pretty much dinner. By the way, guys, this is dinner. Listen, do you do that because you're like good dude, or you do it because what's in it for you? Why are you meeting with this knucklehead?
Well, first of all, he runs all of Sirius.
So what?
And he said, "Hey, can Conan stop by and say hi? Before he leaves for the day."
Okay.
And I hear that, and being a nice human being, I think
it's a guilt
I'd
thing.
like to see him.
It's a guilt
No,
thing.
but also, what if he tells me something? What if he says, "Hey, Conan, you've done so much for Sirius. We're all so excited to have you. Here's a gold bar that I want you to have." Maybe that happens in the meeting, and he gives me a solid gold bar.
Okay. I'll meet you. I'll see you at dinner, and you show it to me because I want to see it.
I'll show it to you at dinner.
I can't wait to hear the follow-up of this meeting.
It's
because I'm guaranteeing it's like there's 5 minutes I cannot get back. Okay, so you have a meeting that's not a meeting. You just kind of made it sound more important than it needed to be.
Sake.
Then what's after that?
That's when you and I go to dinner. We can do it early.
How are you getting down? I'm downtown. You're going to come downtown?
Sure.
Take the subway?
I'm no stranger to the subway.
That's it. Because here's the deal. Since we become friends, I meet people who will be like, "Hey," they'll say something nice, and then they'll be like, "Hey, say hi to Conan."
Right, because we're famously pals.
Oh
so
my
much so,
God, it makes me so happy
that Jordan Slansky is bitter about it and shouted at me, "You have your dinners with Timothy Olyphant." Yeah. Unbelievable. I think you and I need to have a project together because we have a good chemistry.
Yep.
And
we
have it. Listen, we
you
have.
You want to be my sidekick for the show?
On your talk show?
Yeah, this show could be called "My Sidekick is Conan O'Brien," and then on the T-shirts, on the front, it'll say "My Sidekick is Conan O'Brien," starring Timothy Olyphant, right? And on the back, it'll say he needs a friend.
Yes. So you incorporate. This is good. We're getting the word out on all the brands. I see what we're doing.
See what we're doing, and then your whole thing I would love that. Are you in?
Yeah.
Because you brought it up, right? You said
we
should do something, together. And I came back to you.
I'll be honest with you. I thought it was going to be something maybe more in the acting realm, but if this is
you want to act? See, this is the problem. We've already established this. You want this life over here, but I want over there. So you want to act together?
Yeah, if you see a chance for us to be in a project together.
If you see a chance.
Well, yeah.
Wait, you're a writer. Let's pitch something.
All right.
What's going on with writing, by the way? I was thinking about this the other day. Now that you've been
what is going on with writing?
No, but you are a true blue genius writer.
Well,
I'm saying that for the people who may not be aware of it. He's really good, talented.
That's sweet.
You
to say.
Have you? Do you write anymore?
I write.
Do you ever sit down and just keep regular writing hours?
I don't.
No.
I don't. I
Why
let
not?
that go.
That's a bit of a.
I do write letters. I write letters to people.
By the way, I've heard you say this.
And if you gave me your home address,
I have a to-do list. I'm writing this down now.
I write letters to people and I type them out.
Hold on.
And when people get one of my letters, they're kind of happy.
Let me just tell you this note to self. Okay, I want you to hear it. I want there to be witnesses. Note to self. Write Conan a handwritten letter saying you've heard he likes to write people handwritten letters.
Typed.
Funny because you've never received one.
Okay. Okay.
I'm writing you. I heard you say this. Talking to Sedaris?
Yeah.
By the way, you and Sedaris, people, do yourself a favor if they're still listening to this interview. Those interviews, I just love them.
Yeah.
I think I may have. I don't know if I've told you that, but I just loved you guys talking to each other. And I heard you talking about how much you like to type letters to people.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking I should write Conan a letter and tell him that I heard that, and yet I wondered why I'd never gotten one.
Well, maybe yours is coming, and maybe it's going to be really special.
I realize there's a lot of grievances here in the friendship today. I realize
you and I have not connected for a long time.
It's been a while.
You've been busy,
a little
and
bit,
I think
a little bit.
I think maybe I came into this with a chip on my shoulder.
A little bit.
Well, bet. I probably did.
A little bit.
And
it's good that you admit it.
You know, and felt like I had to use the podcast to get you back into my life. And then felt like you played me like a chimp, you know, and you're a big talker about NOLO or no law, but we all know it wouldn't happen. If I called you up and said, hey, I'm coming, suddenly there'd be an issue, you know? Oh, they just canceled Jazz Fest, Conan.
This is.
No.
No one's buying this. I'm not buying it. No one's listening.
Oh, you'd be excited if I was coming down.
Yeah, I'm going to come see you.
And I'm going to get up on stage and scat with the band. A scoot got scoot doodly a doo.
Yeah. By the way, for those who haven't been to Jazz Fest, I highly recommend it. It's my favorite music festival, and it's not all jazz, but it's the best thing. You also go in the gospel tent and just listen to gospel.
Oh, that's nice.
It's
that
one
sounds
of my favorite things in the world. I still feel like the best way for us to do something acting-wise is if we write something.
Okay.
But you've given up writing.
I didn't say I gave up on it.
Didn't he use those words? Didn't
no,
he say
you
something?
said, don't you do regular writing every day? And I said I write letters, but no, I'm not sitting down every day and going, the sun broke lazily over the horizon in a crepuscular burst of auburn light. You know, I didn't do that. Jesus, that was fucking great.
I was going to say, that's amazing. Just write that down.
We have it
Got
recorded.
Yeah,
that's an amazing beginning to a really awful book, but it's a great beginning.
Yeah, but awful book, but not an awful, what do we want to do?
We're going to do something together. We're going to do a project.
Is it going to be like a half hour kind of deal?
The thing that they're going to want us to do is...
They're going to want us...
They're going to want us to do the buddy cop thing. You and me, buddy cops.
I was about to say.
They're going to want us to do buddy cops.
They're going to want us to do it.
And they're going to want you to be the one that knows what he's doing and me to be like...
Let's flip it.
Yes. I'm hyper competent.
Super good.
Killer with the ladies.
Wasn't there like didn't Jeff Goldblum have a cop show for a while where he was a cop?
10 Speed and Brown Shoe.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's it.
With Ben Vereen.
That's it.
Yeah.
What? Let's just remake that. Let's bring that back. People love whatever there are.
Reboots.
Yeah. Let's bring back 10 Street and what did you call it?
10 Speed and Brown Shoe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you're not going to be at this pitch meeting. You can't say a whole sentence correctly involving this pitch. So I'm going to go in and pitch it.
I love the pitch, by the way.
And I'm going to say Tim Olyphant is attached. I'm aging quickly and badly. I could see it in your face when you saw me. So I need to get this done now. Do you know what I mean? This can't wait 2 years, 3 years.
Well, use it though. Use that in your performance.
What, that I'm falling apart and old?
That you're aging badly and you don't have a lot of time. Like you're the cop who needs to solve this thing because they've like...
But not because he has a terminal disease or he's about to retire, just because he doesn't like the way he's aging.
Exactly.
And he's vain. I like that idea.
It's really smart. I want a pen. You got a pen?
Here's a pen right here.
You gonna doodle? I'll doodle. You gonna doodle? I see your doodles over there.
I doodle every now and then, sure. Why not?
I doodle with the best of them, buddy.
Yeah.
I got an art degree.
Remember that time you and I were swimming in the ocean?
By the way, we've talked about this. We're like, there are shark fins out there, and the two of us are saying, or I remember saying, it's not a big deal. Those are whatever sharks. They're like nothing.
Sand sharks. Yeah.
They're harmless.
Yeah, they were not. They were great white sharks.
And then the next summer I come out, I'm like, oh, there's all these great whites.
Yeah, they were great whites. And you and I are just two heads bobbing. We're bobbing in the ocean, two heads.
Yeah.
And a giant shark fin goes by.
It was definitely
and
big.
it was maybe 8 feet from both of us.
And I told him to relax.
And you know, and both of us, I don't know why, both of us, we weren't high or anything. Both of us were looking at it saying, that's a shark.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's a shark.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's easy. Piece of cake. He's not interested in us. And then some woman got bit right there the next summer or something like that.
Yeah, she got bit in the foot, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it happens.
I don't fear a wild animal. I just don't. I don't have that in me. I would like to, I just don't.
First of all.
I don't.
First of all.
I don't. Throw a wild animal at me and I'll fight it. I don't care.
Let me just point out what I think everybody already knows.
What?
How often are you coming in contact with a wild animal? When's the last time?
Does looking them up online count?
When is the last?
Does looking them up online count? How about looking at footage of a zoo? I look at footage of the San Diego Zoo all the time.
Yeah.
I have been, I'm just trying to think. I've been out on my mountain bike and I've seen some critters, you know, nothing that big.
Keep going.
But
I'll give you some room. I'm not going to cut you off on this one.
Okay. I've been in the area of a bear, meaning I think I've been in the same state as a bear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like the dump. You were dropping some stuff off?
I was throwing away an RCA television from the 70s at a dump.
And there was 7-8 bears
There
over
was
there.
very small black bears.
Right, over there at the dump.
They actually look like cats, now that I think of it.
Right, and everybody working there is like, check out O'Brien. Not worried at all.
You know, all kidding aside, that if shit got real, you know that I would be a physically brave person.
The hand gesture.
You know that. You know that. You know that if the shit went down, you know that, okay, Conan plays the fool. Oh, Conan, he acts scared. But when it really goes down,
here's what I think.
You know that I would be
when the shit really goes down. And here, I feel like I could depend on you to tell me what Lincoln did in a certain.
This is fascinating. In 1858.
Yeah. This reminds
during
me.
the Great Skedaddle. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough.
You'd be like, hold on, Tim, I got this. When Roosevelt was in a similar situation, right?
Which Roosevelt? It's important. You got to nail that.
Yeah. See, this is your department.
I don't know. I guess I got over my skis there a little bit. I don't know.
Over the skis.
I don't know what I would do if I encountered a real live animal, but I like to think that I'd be physically very brave and that I'd go down fighting.
I'm just still thinking the visual of you over your skis a little bit. I want to know how that goes down.
Think you and I are...
What's your ski... We've never gone skiing. We've never hit the slopes.
We haven't done most of anything.
It's true.
I mean, first of all, I'd go skiing with you anytime. I love skiing. I don't want to go to NOLA, to some jazz fest. Okay?
Let's go. What about snowboarding? You go snowboarding?
I can't do that. My center of gravity is up near my ears.
Wait a minute.
Ridiculous.
I figured it'd be easier.
No, it's worse.
Snowboarding's harder for you than skiing.
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I tried. I tried snowboarding once, and we actually shot a remote. And I ate mountain the whole time. And what happens when you snowboard, it's the physics of it is you go down like 3 times as harder than you would on skis. And
yeah.
Yeah, I lost like 70% of my brain capacity that day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I can't wait. You
shot the remote for the old
It was
show?
for the 2002 Olympics, I think.
Sorry, I missed it.
Probably
Was it really for the Olympics?
You could see it on YouTube.
Oh,
My work is available.
That's why I've got the pen so I could write this shit down. Watch Conan on YouTube. Just kidding.
You shouldn't say "just kidding" out loud.
I just wrote JK. We drove here, by the way. We're in New York. I live in LA. I drove to New Orleans. I worked there, and then I drove up to Chicago, and I worked there for a while. It was a cool town. And we got shot at. That was a bit of a bummer, but then otherwise it was a great place.
Who shot at you? What are you talking about?
Oh my God, I tell you about that whole thing. And we were on the shooting, we were there doing the Justified thing, and we had this crazy shootout. Did we not talk about that?
No.
We have not talked at all.
We have not talked. Tell me what happened.
It's a dramatic story. I don't know if you want to hear it. It's a long-winded dramatic story. I could tell it, and then you can cut it out of the podcast later.
Okay, we won't, but go ahead.
You want to try? Okay, so here we... Forget me, I feel like...
This is because Justified's coming back, which I'm very excited about.
Yep. Justified,
and
City Primeval.
And where were you shooting it?
We shot in Chicago, mostly Chicago for Detroit. It takes place in Detroit. Raylan goes to Detroit. I play Raylan Givens. And then and then I'm also going to play his brother, Dave Givens, and then his other brother, Jim Givens. They're triplets. I really wanted to mix it up this time. I was like, let's do...
I can't. Why do you ruin everything?
We're going to bring it back. I was like, they said... I said, why do I want to bring back this character? I've already played this character for 6 years. And then it hit me. I was like, what if he had a brother? And then I was like, they're twins. And then I'm like, wait a minute, everyone's done it. Jeremy Irons has done it. Nick Cage has done it. Lindsay Lohan. Van Damme, they've all done twins.
All the greats have done it. You're right.
All the greats have done it. And that's when it hit me. It was like the clouds parted. I said, triplet? Raylan's a triplet.
And this has never been revealed in all the years you did Justified. And I've watched them all. You never revealed.
We should just start the podcast here.
Okay.
Because now people are in.
Now they're in. So this is great. Raylan is triplets. One is Dave. One is Raylan. And then the other one...
Jim Givens.
Jim Givens. Wow, the writers, their parents were like, we'll call you Raylan, you Dave, and you Jim.
The great thing about my position with the Justified thing is I can get in the writer's room and really, take it up a level. They love me in there. So we're shooting at night in Chicago at this park, very, very bad neighborhood. It was like 1, 2 in the morning or something, and we're about to do a scene where I'm going to get in this car. We've got the road closed. And we're about to get in this car and we hear gunshots, and we'd shot in some pretty tough neighborhoods. So we'd heard gunshots prior to this, but this was I don't know, it felt like 8 or 9 shots went off,
Right.
And we're like, that's across the park. And then, I was standing next to the director and he's like, that's gunshots, and then we hear again, and the first AD's walking over and he's like, everybody, those are gunshots on the other side of the park, but everybody needs to get down. It was the scariest goddamn thing. It went on forever. So then we started hearing cars. There's a car like that, and they're driving. You can hear them driving, and pop, 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 pop. And you realize they're coming around the park.
Headed towards you.
Heading right towards us. And and if the gunshots and stuff didn't already kind of give you a tip on what kind of people we're dealing with, they completely ignored the road closed sign, where it says filming, don't come this way. And so they're coming straight down the street that we're on. Right. And they're just, machine gun fire. And it was just insane.
Did you guys you see her all lying down, like face down, getting as low as you can?
It was a little, I remember, the first day, I remember, it's a weird thing because everybody reacts so differently. So there's everything from people running and diving under cars, the crew's in those safety vests, and they were all throwing them off, and people are yelling, get your safety vests off. Because I think at this point, we don't really know who's shooting and why they're shooting or what they're shooting at.
Right.
So it just feels like, gunfire and cars. And there's things that I've been told happened and things that you remember happened. It was really quite, and then there's other people that just froze, that you just kind of need to grab. And
the universal thing I've always heard about anyone who has been around gunfire is that it's gunfire immediately, even if you haven't served in the army or have had no experience with guns, that when you hear gunfire, there's no mistaking it for anything else.
That was my experience. Yeah, you kind of knew right away that there was, you just know that's not fireworks as much as you want to hope that's fireworks. And then the sound of the engine and it just kept coming. And then it was the strangest thing. Next thing I know, I was with a couple others, just behind this car. The weirdest thing to be in your Raylan wardrobe.
I know.
Standing behind this car.
Were you wearing were you wearing a gun, a fake gun?
Yeah, yeah.
See, that's the part of this that's crazy is you're playing Raylan Givens and you're wearing a gun, but it's all for play acting, and then a real gunfight breaks out.
Yeah, and there's these moments because like when these things happen, everything, it's that cliche. Everything feels like slow. All the beats are very distinct, and I do remember. I don't remember. I was told I grabbed a PA and threw her out of the way,
or used her as a shield. Which one?
Well, my gut.
I've heard it both ways.
So, wonderful PA Ashley, and the reason I know her name now is because I was like, well, I apparently saved her life, so I should learn her name. I don't usually know the PA's names. I think what happened is I grabbed her by the arm and I said, babe, I ordered a protein shake like a half hour ago. and then I was like, oh shit, someone's shooting at us. And then I threw her down, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like a shield. But I remember crouching down behind the car and you can't help it. I'm looking because I want to see, so I'm doing that thing where I'm looking around the corner. I'm like, this is just like the show. This is so weird. I'm like, what are you doing? But I'm like, I think it's okay. Anyway, and I saw the first car goes right by us. I can hear the bullets hitting the thing off the back of the car.
Because the car behind it is shooting at the car in the front.
This is when things started to become clearer.
Yeah.
And then the second car goes by, this muscle car, and those Dodge Chargers all tinted out. And there's a guy shooting a pistol out the window that's clearly been modified because it's like, pop, 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 right?
Right.
And the other guy's out the sunroof with a little machine gun. And he's shooting a machine gun. And those guys go by at like 100 miles an hour. And I guess at some point, I can't remember, I had this moment like, well, okay, they're shooting at that guy, so that's all right. They're not shooting at us. And then a third car went by. And the crazy thing is then they kind of continued around the neighborhood and you felt like they were coming back and people were running into it was just.
There's no law enforcement coming in at any point?
I feel like we were a little understaffed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
We had, what's crazy about that situation.
You sent 3 interns over to arrest them.
I'm telling you, we had one kid. Listen, I'm telling you.
Steve, Ashley, get over there. Cuff
I know,
him.
right? These moments. We had one kid, Ben, God bless him, another PA, who was a friend of my wife's family, who was like looking for a summer job. He was a film student. He was at the first corner. Like one of those, you put PAs down there and said, oh, if anybody walks down here, tell them not to walk down here because we're shooting.
Right.
And turns out God bless him, when the cars came around, he dove behind a car. His bus stop that he was sitting in just completely shattered. Like that kid would have been dead if he hadn't dove. And then a cop. We had a cop at one side, we had a cop at the other, and that guy I ran into like a week later, and I remember talking to him because it went on for a while longer. The cars drove for a little longer and you just kept hearing gunfire because people started moving into the park and stuff. It took forever. It was just frightening, and it's just such a weird thing because you're just sitting there and there's so much gunfire. It was like 100 rounds. You think, I mean, I assume one's going to hit me eventually. You know, you're just kind of waiting for that moment. It was just so bizarre. And that's when I thought I should call my agent and tell him to call my kids and tell them I love them.
Did you you know, you go through an experience like that. Did you learn anything from that other than?
Yeah. No, it was really, I'll tell you a couple of things. One, I remember I was walking down streets of Chicago and this guy came out and said, hey, he goes, Tim, he goes, I was the cop that was there that night on the corner. And you invariably with everything, whether it was him or whether it was the crew, there's this thing where the next couple days, next week or so, you're just, did you experience what I experienced? There's a lot of that.
Right.
What, you know, tell me, and
tell me what you felt like when that happened and how did you experience it?
Talking to law enforcement was really helpful because I was like, okay, I thought it was crazy. Did you think it was? He goes, that was a war zone. That was crazy.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I got home that night and I realized I had a bullet hole in my shirt. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, my shirt. I realized later a bullet went through right by his bicep.
But missed him completely, just went through the shirt.
Yep. I mean, he had a vest on, bulletproof vest on, but yeah, he said, oh, that's one of the closer calls I've ever had. Yeah, he said in those situations, he's like, you know, they're like us. They're just going to take cover. You're not going to return fire. These guys are shooting at each other. They got machine guns. He's like, if I engage in any way, it's just a mess. It just becomes a bigger mess.
No,
it was fucked up. It was definitely crazy. And then there was the, you know, like that thing where you're like, you know, people will say, oh, you seemed real chill. You seemed really cool. You kept it all together. And I was like, that's funny because that's not the way I remembered it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The next day was more emotional. It was like 24 hours later when we were like saying, okay, we're not going to, I was supposed to shoot the next night. And again, in another bad part of town. And I remember thinking, I don't want to go to work. I was like, I'm not sure I want to drive down to, you know, to the 90s and shoot again. And I called the producers and I said, you know, I feel like I should speak up, you know, because I don't want to shoot. And I'm assuming the crew doesn't want to shoot. Should we be everybody taking a beat? And that was the more emotional day when you realized when they came back and said, yeah, I think you're right. I think we need to shut down. That's when all of a sudden you're like, okay, now there's like tears coming down my face because you realize, oh no, so it really was fucked up.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? Like if we all went back to work, maybe we could have, in a very unhealthy way, suppressed how crazy that evening was.
Yeah, you all had PTSD. You needed to.
Oh my God! And then every time you'd hear, I already don't like those cars, but boy, they just really ruined it for me.
You don't like the Dodge Charger? That's a fantastic car.
Wait a minute, are we cutting to a Dodge Charger commercial?
No, not at all.
Oh,
we're not getting paid by them, but I think the Dodge Charger, or for my money, the Challenger, are classic muscle cars. I'll take a late '60s version, but I think the new models new models are incredible.
So look at your comedy mind.
What are you talking
Just
about?
going into a bit.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to be emotionally available, and then I remembered who I was. It just fell apart. Do you ever wear Conan merchandise around? Wouldn't hurt to help out a friend, would it?
I have the mug. I just don't carry it around enough.
You're supposed to carry it. I told you to carry it.
Yeah. Did you guys give out T-shirts? I just know I got the popcorn.
I don't know that we ever gave out T-shirts. I don't know why we gave out popcorn. At the talk show, we gave out popcorn for years. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't
by
know.
The way, that's a Chicago thing. I called you from. I sent. Yeah, because they got that. That's a Chicago. Why did you do that popcorn?
Listen. I was at the very top of the power structure.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of all the decisions that were being made during the talk show. So
wait a minute.
I never signed off on giving away Chicago cheese popcorn. That was not a decision I made. I was, again.
Did you not get into the swag of? Did you not get into the hats and the T-shirt and all that jazz?
I think
because I was just thinking today.
No, I didn't.
Literally today, because I did a talk show the other day, and the hats is like, I'm never going to wear this hat. Like, does nobody have a cool hat?
I know. It's a problem.
What is with that?
That's
All
a problem.
the hats look like you're going to spend, like you're getting ready to go to Martha's Vineyard.
Right.
But why doesn't anyone have hats that look like, oh, that's like a cool hat?
It's very hard to do. It's very hard to crack.
What do you mean it's really hard to do?
I don't want to get into all the specifics,
right?
But let's just say that it's very difficult for late night shows to get good merchandising. It just is.
When I do my,
and I think it's a terrible problem that this country needs to address.
Well, I'm here to change it because I'm going to do a talk show. I've been wanting to do a talk show since I was in my 20s, but now it's not about me. It's about the hats.
You would have a great hat.
I would have a great hat.
You know what you'd have? You'd have
What?
a Justified hat. You'd have a Raylan Givens hat that said the name of your talk show on it. Because that's you look killer in that hat. That's part of the character.
I'm giving the guests cowboy hats?
Yes. Very expensive cowboy hats. And within weeks, your show will be in the red. You'll be hemorrhaging money. Because
so the guests come on. It's a whole fantasy here.
Mm-hmm.
We book you on the show.
Yep.
We just need to take your head measurement.
Yeah, before
to prepare you.
Or do it two ways. You either get the head measurements or you buy the hats and then book for the hat sizes that you can get. So, we've got a 7 1/4. Let's look out who's a 7 1/4. John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly, let's book him on the show. Is he plugging anything? No, he's not. We'll get him in here because his head is going to fit the hat we have.
Smart.
I've thought about all this stuff most of my life.
And yet you didn't have good swag on your show. We've already established that. You've thought about it. You've done nothing about it. I'm staring at a mug right now. It just occurs to me, Conan O'Brien needs a friend.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, it's kind of a funny T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is a funny T-shirt, yeah. I don't recommend you drinking out of that mug. I'll just tell you that much.
What if it said, I like Conan O'Brien needs a friend? This should be a better T-shirt. And on the back, it says, no, seriously.
You keep looking over your shoulder.
Just want to see if it went over.
At the peanut gallery.
I don't trust your laugh. You're just you're a very generous laugher.
I don't think
I just had
am.
to turn around to say, was that actually, you know what I mean?
I think your insecurities eat away at you. This might make you a better actor, but you have deep insecurities. And like a knife whittles a piece of wood, your insecurities pare away at your soul, sharpening it. And I think anything I can do to trigger those insecurities makes you a better artist. That's my theory.
Okay. Hi, my name is Timothy Olyphant, and I feel splendiferous about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
It's not a word. Doesn't exist. You know, let me tell you something.
First of all.
Oh, yeah?
And this is a compliment to you.
Now, when people say that, it never is. Like, your face isn't as wide as it is tall.
That is a word, right?
What?
Splendiferous.
Is it? I don't think so.
Is it
no.
a word?
I doubt it.
Hold on, motherfuckers.
Okay,
because the only reason I know this word is because Elvis Costello said it about this. That was his answer.
Yeah, but that's Elvis
Which means
Costello.
You weren't listening.
No, but I'm not going to correct.
It's all a blur to you, isn't it?
I'm not going to correct Elvis Costello.
Oh, but me.
Yes, you. Because you and I have beef that goes back a long way.
That's true.
The last time you were on the podcast, you were disrespectful. You disrespected not just me, but the whole form of podcast.
I remember it differently. Memory is not a reliable narrator.
You did random ads yourself for, I believe, made-up products just to try and get money.
Keep it up. I'll break them out now.
No, please. I forget. One of them was a tennis.
Brush your teeth.
I do brush my teeth.
How about those quips?
They're just going to send you a free quip. You're not going to get any cash.
I realized this morning I could use one.
Those are handy.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened on the podcast. First of all, let me say thank you for having me back.
Of course.
Thank you for having me on the first time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it didn't go well.
What are you talking about?
I think my own brother called me and said, I learned nothing and way too much. That was his
I will tell
response
you,
to
this is
our first go around.
Okay. I'll tell you this, and Adam Sachs, you can weigh in. I believe, I'm quite certain that your podcast, your first podcast, one of the most beloved by fans.
Universally, every so often online, every few months, there's a message board that's like, list your favorite Conan episodes. Every single time there's a list made, yours is in the top 5.
Well, I thank you both for telling me that. And let me just, special message to those people. Prepare to be disappointed.
No.
Go ahead, Conan. Hit me with your first question. What do you want to know?
I want to know.
I texted you the other day, and I really want to. This is important, and for the listeners.
Yeah.
I want this to be more about you and your performance. This is not about me right now.
Okay.
So ask good questions.
Okay.
Because you know what I mean?
You did text me yesterday and said, please ask me good questions.
You threw the first shot by saying we would meet up later for drinks or dinner and that it would be fresh, the podcast would be fresh in your mind and you would judge me.
Yeah, I'll judge you on your performance.
How's it going so far?
We're at a solid C-.
What?
Let me tell you something. This thing is killing it already. I can just tell.
You feel it, right? There's an energy.
No, that's an aneurysm. I don't know. I'm first of all, you're a delightful fellow, and we are friends in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that I have this guy that works for me who's well known to my fans, Jordan Schlansky, and I taped a segment with him recently, and we put it out on the internet, and he has this moment where he's just furious with me that I didn't keep him employed after we fully employed. I pay him half salary because there was nothing to do when the late night talk show stopped until we start the next project. And he's furious that he's only getting half the money to do nothing. And I start to defend myself. And he says, what are you doing anyway? And then he says to me with this contemptuous sneer, you have your dinners with Timothy Olyphant. And I swear to God, I've been hearing from so many people who love that line. That's what's in. I mean, Jordan is jealous, deeply, deeply jealous of our friendship. You know that.
Well, I know it now.
And I think a lot of people
I sat through patiently while you told that story, and now I know.
Did that go on a little long?
We all sat. I don't know. Ask the listeners. Is there a chat board somewhere?
No, we can't afford that.
How have you been?
We're going to do this for real. Okay.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Well,
we haven't talked in a while.
You were busy. You were shooting projects. You were in Wales, I believe, for a while.
I was.
What?
I was in Wales. I found myself in Wales.
Were you not in Wales?
No, I was in Wales.
Okay. You were in Wales shooting some project.
You know, the kids have left what they commonly referred to as empty nesters. That's what we are. And so now, I just turn to my wife and say, hey, you want to go to Wales? And then I say, all right, I'll take it. I'll take the job.
You'll take the job.
Yeah, if she's up for going.
You know,
Wales is lovely.
Your wife, beautiful.
Let me tell you about Wales.
Oh, okay. I was about to say something nice about your wife, but you cut me off to talk about Wales.
Well, you took so much time with that last story. I feel like people need a break.
It was not a story. That wasn't a story. I was relating to you how you have impacted my life recently in a Jordan remote. So I didn't think that was a waste of time.
When you're in Los Angeles, you feel like Los Angeles is the center of the world. And when you're in New York, you feel like New York is the center of the world. And when you're in Wales, you're like London is the center of the world.
Not a lot going on there?
You know what, though? Good people. Good people, fun to hang out and get drunk with.
Yeah.
And then get in fights. It's a lot like my childhood. Modesto and Wales, they have more in common than you'd think.
Yeah, Modesto, pretty tough place to grow up.
The mean streets of Modesto.
Yeah.
I grew up on a mayonnaise farm.
Good crop this year, huh? I love that mayonnaise bacon out there in the sun on the old mayonnaise farm.
You betcha.
Tim,
yeah. What else you want?
I'm going to tell you something.
What do you got?
I can't relate to you because Liza and I are not empty nesters yet. You are because you and Alexis had children when you were still in your 20s. You had your kids.
That's kind of you to say, but that's not. I think we were 30.
I think you were in your 20s.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you something else.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very different scenario. My children were born when I was in my 60s.
Yeah.
And as a result, and now they're in their 40s.
Yeah.
Do the math. I'm just
crazy.
saying, you're such a young, free guy.
Yeah.
And you've got these very cool kids who are adults now.
They're young adult. Yeah, that's what I'd call them. And I got to be honest with you, because I thought throughout their childhood, I thought we had a good chance they'd grow up to be average. And
you told them that often, right?
Yeah. You know,
that's a good thing to tell a kid.
Put a lot of pressure on them.
Just before you turn out the light.
I was like, honey, I think you got a good shot at just growing up to be average. And you could move to Canada and have a nice life.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
What's wrong with average?
Exactly. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
And but I gotta say, I feel like they might be above average. I'm enjoying them. You know what I mean? Now that now that they're a little older. I'm impressed. And I say to my wife, I said, you did a good job. Thanks for raising those kids.
Yeah, where were you the whole time?
Show business. You know what I mean?
Well,
I had to go act and and take naps in my trailer. I took a lot of jobs for the nap time.
Did you bring your family to set much on? You know, I mean, first of all, you can't have kids around on the Deadwood set. Every other word is motherfucker and cocksucker. Right. You can't have kids around.
They came out once. I've told this story, but they came out once. Mm-hmm. They were quite young when we did that show. Once that I remember, and ran around and one day I was about to head off to work. It was breakfast. You know, they were all sitting around, and I was like, I gotta go fucking work. You know, and then I thought, I don't want to place this burden on them. You know, that I hate going to my job. So I stopped, like it was a teachable moment, and said, actually, guys, I really do enjoy my job. You know, it's sometimes it's hard to leave, right? But I love my job. Mm-hmm. And I said, taking him a step further, I said, you know what I love about my job? And my son goes, the mud.
There's a lot of mud in Deadwood.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I said, yep. I just tried to press forward, by the way. I thought, no, yes, but also. And my daughter says, the horses? And I said, that's it. I'm leaving. The mud and the horses.
Pretty sweet gig, though.
I kind of get it. I guess that in a way they're right.
You know what I'm noticing about
average,
you?
How are your kids doing?
No, you don't. Listen, I had a whole thing in mind. I have all these questions.
Oh, do you?
And I haven't seen my kids in years. There's various reasons for that.
But you have your agent call once a week, tell them you love them.
Well, actually, no. My manager calls. My manager then checks in with the kids, calls my agent, who calls my business manager.
There it is.
Who then calls the accountant.
Yeah.
And then I'm told that the children are well. They're nourished, and they think well of their father.
That's nice. And so, and the lie gets relayed back to you by who?
Well, naturally, that would be the agent and the manager. They're the ones that really lie.
This is Tim Olyphant on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. And fall is here, the bell, da, which might be the best thing about this podcast. Don't tell Conan I said that. But that I'm a big fan of that Jack White song.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, that's a White Stripes song.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it probably is.
I'm going to say if only we had little devices in our pockets where we could look that up. I'm a fan of the White Stripes and the Jack White and the Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
He doesn't, I mean, he might need more friends.
That's why he started the podcast.
That's what it says. That's a way in.
Yeah, it is a way in.
It's just a way in.
But the premise was that he has these friends that he sees in Hollywood friends that he sees in a professional setting, but rarely does he socialize with them outside of the professional setting. Like rarely does he get dinner with them, hang out in a real social way. But I think you're an exception to the sort of premise of the show.
You know what? You might be right. And it's, as you say it, I actually don't know. I feel like he's more social than does he? I feel like he gets out more often than we. He's very well liked.
He is.
And I've been to his home and when he's had people over, and people love him. I think it's a gimmick.
Yeah, it's a gimmick.
I think it is a gimmick.
But the theme song works really well with the.
But the theme song reads really well, and you got to come up with something. Here's the point. This is I've listened to the show when he's had very, very special guests, people that mean a lot to him, and he just does away with the intro.
Yeah, like a former first lady, Michelle Obama, something like that. He won't do the intro.
Did he? And even speaking of Mr. White, did he do an intro on White? I think he just went right into the show.
That's possible too.
It's possible.
Yeah. Oh, it's special guests, and also if it goes really long, sometimes we'll say let's just skip the intro altogether.
Okay, I did one of those two things. I'm one of those two. I went long, but I'm not. So yeah, because I asked him about the intro. That's like a 10-minute intro.
Yeah, usually 5 to 10 minutes.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, but you are a really special guest. You were one of the first guests. I think you came on a few months after the show launched.
Okay.
And there has been a clamoring to get you back, and it took a long time.
That's so nice to hear. I mean, genuinely, none of it makes sense to me.
It's true. I think you were the first guest to come in and sort of like break the rules a little bit and create a little bit of chaos.
But here's the deal. I was thinking today that as much as I've enjoyed the podcast, the preamble, I've decided that perhaps there should be a preamble before the intro to the intro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is right now.
We have none of the actual hosts of the show.
That's my point.
I'm not really a part of the show either.
I know. So this is if this makes it on the, what do we call this?
On the podcast.
On the podcast. I was about to say it makes it on the air.
Yeah. Well, this will air on the radio
just an old person.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, because Gorley's not here.
He will receive
this. Gorley will receive this audio, and he'll have to figure out what to make of it. And
really?
What to do with it? Yeah.
So that's who we're right now.
Yeah, we're gonna send this to Matt Gorley.
This is like an audition.
Yeah.
I'm auditioning for something.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you can speak directly to Gorley.
Oh, okay. Hey, bud.
Hey, Tim.
There you go. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's great to be here at a later date in a different place.
I appreciate you being here for me.
He is a super fan of yours too. He and I talk about
that. Doesn't make up for the fact that he's not here.
No, it doesn't.
No.
In fact, it makes it even a little more.
It's hurtful.
A little more hurtful.
Why isn't he here? Is it a budget thing?
Yeah, it's a budget
Is that what
thing.
Conan's having a meeting?
Yeah.
Conan had a meeting with Sirius. They wouldn't fly the other two out, huh?
They're coming out, but they're coming out Wednesday. We've got these shows at the end of the week.
That's right. And then that's the other thing he mentioned. Something about what's he doing at the Beacon?
Yeah, he's doing a live show, 2 live shows, Thursday and Friday night.
Really?
Live podcasts.
Who's on the live podcast?
We can say it now because this will air after they happen, but Stephen Colbert and Tracy Morgan.
I bet that'll be good. I'm gonna guess.
Really
I'm gonna guess they went over really well.
I think we'll see, but I'm confident. They're good guests. They're home run guests.
That's good. Live guests at the Beacon, and they're gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like this is not gonna go over.
Gorley might just cut it out completely.
You might have to cut it out completely because it feels like I should have to say something like an anecdote to O'Brien.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about O'Brien. First of all, I'll tell you my history of Conan O'Brien. Way back when in the 90s, when he was doing his show here in New York, I went on his show as a guest. He doesn't remember that. I barely remember it. I was so nervous. It was the most nerve-wracking thing. I remember going out there. I remember his lips moving, and then I was like, I just was like, okay, I'm gonna continue with my story.
Was it one of your first late night
experiences? It was my very first late night talk show appearance, and it was so nerve-wracking. And I have to confess, I was such a fan, and am such a fan of a great talk show and a great talk show appearance. And I was just, the whole thing was, I think I was almost late. It was like breaking out. I was nervous as all get out. It was like late 90s, not even that young. And I did not do another talk show for years after that because I was like, nope, I'm not ready. And then, anyway, so then I think maybe it might have been close to 10 years before I went on his show out in L.A. And I just had a ball.
It's crazy to hear because you seem like such a natural doing it. And so relaxed, actually, from a viewer's perspective. You seem so natural.
I appreciate you saying so. I tell you, the whole thing, everything about show business early on was just confusing and nerve-wracking and just like, just a nightmare. I remember the first and only time I went on Letterman. And it was like just a year or so before he retired, as I remember. And I remember being in my house and I was looking at great Letterman guests. Like I was looking at all these guests, just that thing of trying to remind myself like what makes him laugh. Just trying to think about what makes a great appearance on Letterman. So I'm watching all the usuals. And my wife comes in and says, "What are you doing?" And I say, "Oh, I'm just watching clips from great Letterman guests." And she looks over my shoulder and she's like, "That's like Martin Short." And I was like, "Yeah, he's a really, And then it's like, "That's like Bill Murray." And I'm like, "Yeah, exactly." She goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "When those people come on his show, he's super excited." And she's like, he doesn't give a shit about you.
Oh, man.
Like he doesn't. This is true. It's turning into a Letterman story. Conan can't get enough of Letterman stories. He'll appreciate that. I'm starting this podcast with a Letterman story. And I realize she's so right. I realize I'm preparing, like I'm looking at these guys and what they're doing and how he's reacting. And then she's like, "Yeah, but she's totally right." So I think to myself, okay, she's got a point here, So I Googled, I thought of an actor who was in a similar spot. This was, I think, first or second season of Justified. We'd just come out. I think we'd done a season. And so I looked up actors that I thought were more or less in my position, at that time, or looked up them when they were at that position. Like John Hamm, God bless him, good dude, like right when Mad Men came out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like that's a similar spot. I watched clips of those actors on Letterman, and he did not give a shit. And I was like, "Oh my God, she's so right?" And
that was probably a little bit of a relief, though, to see.
I don't know if it was a relief, but it was certainly of value. What you don't prepare for, that first moment when he's just like, "My next guest is so-and-so," and he has no idea who that person is, You just immediately are going to the like, and I think maybe there was something similar like that when going on the talk show the first time, going on O'Brien, which was like, you imagine you think of your anecdotes and they're funny and whatever,
Right.
and then you just don't realize that first moment when you just like walk out there and it's like every show business experience I ever had when you're like, I remember going on my first set and just like, what's all this colored tape on the ground? Like I just didn't know what any of those things were.
What do you think made it easier? Is it just the reps? Is it just doing it multiple times or getting more comfortable in your own skin as a actor and someone being interviewed?
There's something to be said about not giving a shit, if you can get to yourself to a place where it's all just a joke. And then there's the other thing, which is don't tell Conan he's really good at what he does.
Yeah.
So he is exceptionally good at what he does, and he just makes it look easy. He carries you at times. He fills in areas and just makes it so smooth. I mean, so many times I realize it's like a sleight of hand. He makes me come off really well. Yeah, so he's really good, He may not have a lot of friends, but he's gotten really good at what he does. And I think that's, if nothing else, that's the takeaway here.
Should we go to the intro?
Oh, now what I'd like to do is go from this intro to his intro.
Okay. All right, sounds great.
See you later, everybody.